dear. Why is this a tiny bit high? There we go. Just bring that down real quick. Hold on. I want to reply to a message while we're here. Or is my chair too low? I don't know what's going on. Can I please be on time? What is this? Huh? Losers? Let me... Hold on. I haven't done this right, have I? I need to quickly open up YouTube. Oh yeah, I'm in the wrong account from when I recorded the trailer. All right, switch accounts. Then I've got to open up the stream tab. There we go. Exciting times. That way, when it ends, I can actually, you know, end the stream. Hold on, I can't see you all right now. Please hold. Please hold. There we go. Now we're fine. Now we're fine. I got you. I got you. Anyway, hello everyone. Hey Mega, Asian TNT. I can't stay calm. Neither, well, I mean, I look calm, but internally I'm screaming. And that's the theme of today. No Spider-Man shirt. No, I took it off because it's kind of cold. But I've got my Spider-Man hoodie jumper thing that I made. So that's fun. Kind of TNT. Not really. I mean, the trailer was a... Why is my microphone stuck? The trailer was a much needed distraction and I'm very, very... Stop getting stuck. Grateful for that. So that's fun. There we go. I fixed it. I fixed it. I know. How good was the trailer? It really was. Hey, Bellatrix, Keita, Samad, Jonas, Pink Eyes. How are you guys? You always ask me. Okay, but like, you get what I mean, right? Because everyone's like, oh yeah, Loki and that like WandaVision moment happened at the same time. So like, I know it's outside of time, but like, the multiverse broke. That has to happen at some point. What's your build stream of the week? I'm not sure. I was thinking garbage truck. But I don't know. But I've also got another one that happened. Iffy, Jacob. Iffy. Better than most days, but not great at the same time. Bad trailer. Shut up, Bellatrix. Shut up. Hey, Asen. Asen, I was thinking last night. I was like, I gotta do that Star Wars video. And then I was trying to figure out what figure I should do, but I couldn't think of one. So I've got to go back. And I had a document ages ago of ideas, but I've since deleted that sheet, so I need to redo it. So that's fun. Okay, Spike. So then in that case, like, the multiverse has been open for a while, right? So, like, is it really that bad that the whole multiverse collapsed on itself? Just saying. Just saying. Am I right? Or am I right? Hey, Beefer. I got the Wonder Woman bundle. Yes, Leia. I haven't taken it off since. I love that bundle so much. So much. I will try, Cameron. If I don't get up early enough, I will change the set. Should I do a video talking about the set comparing to the trailer? I mean, could you really see that much of the Sanctum, though? Like, Wong's in the set, MJ's in the set, but like only Strange and Spidey. I mean, if you can come up with reasons to like collect them, 100%. But like for me personally, I'm like, what? Ben, you did? I'm still waiting for my I'm Rick James Brooks order. Personally, I loved when that trailer dropped. Can we, because like we're gonna talk about it today, hands down. Anyway, so I had Sony Pictures like YouTube channel open, same with Marvel, and I was refreshing. I was like frantically like trying to get my breakfast. And I sat down and I like set up everything because I was like, I'm doing a reaction video on this. I've thought about that for weeks. I've just been waiting for the trailer to drop. And then didn't come out, and I was like, this is fine. So then I was like, well, it's not coming out just yet. Let me like do some like web design diploma work. So I did that. And then I'm in the middle and I'm listening and I'm paying attention, and all of a sudden it's like, trailer. Yeah, what now? And then I finished watching it. I finished recording that video, watched it a second time, then I watched it a third time, and then I've gone through and I've screen recorded the entire trailer so that I can go through it frame by frame and play around with the colors of it, because people are saying, oh, the lizard's in the background, and they like increase the brightness of it. So I'm gonna do that. So that's fun. Is it a good set, Lily? Because like with What If, right, I'm just thinking about buying all of the figures, which, speaking of, I want to talk about What If. and Shang-Chi and my theories for the end credit scenes and all of this. Sandman. Yeah, people were saying that like Sandman was being teased in it. I did not see anything like that at all. At all. Also, shout out to Sony Pictures for claiming the video because of the trailer. Yeah. Which is annoying because that's my number one video in a long. It like, because I've told you this before, it like ranks all of your videos on like based on how well they've done. It's number one. It's not even like, it's monetized, but I'm not getting anything for it. Which like I was like, I could go and like try and like cut it down in order to, and I was like, no, this is a reaction. Let's just post the entire thing. I don't care. Bonus video. So skip every single ad if you're gonna go watch that thing. Is Bellatrix being mean again? Rude. Well, no one likes her, so it's fine. You really just strike. I know. Well, I mean, it's so like I expected it because it's like it's a trailer. Try appealing. I mean, I could. I wonder if I could, but then it's like, can I? Because admittedly, it is their trailer with their audio. However, my face is on top of it, and it's a reaction video, so technically under fair use, it should be alright. That's a good idea. I'll try. Worst comes to worst, nothing happens. So, might as well. Oh my gosh. Then we'll talk about this one comment that I got on it recently. So, a trailer's under fair use though. I don't know, because I'm like, well, technically it's their content, because it's not, it's like based on the, like the video itself, but it's weird. It starts like halfway through the thing. So, like, I don't know, we'll see. We'll dispute and we'll see. Oh wait. Oh wait. I'm not making from my video. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, it's about, okay, let's see. Copyright exemptions such as to fair use. There we go. I can try. Okay. Type of reuse, reaction video. What I need to, hang on, why is your use of the claimed content an example of fair use? All right, everyone, give me examples to how it's fair use. Let's go. I can actually dispute this. Okay. Yep, copyright. Yep, I need to tick things. I need to do my signature. Usually a first and last name. Okay, fine. This video is a reaction video which has a visual reaction and audio reaction on top of the content aspects, because I didn't show the whole trailer. Like, okay, reacting and sharing your thoughts and stuff. Okay, good. I like this. Okay, aspects of the content have been trimmed out to not use the whole work. The video is around my reaction and thoughts on the content. What else? Because it's saying like questions to consider. How much of the original content have you used? So I've said like, yep, bits have been trimmed out to not use the whole thing. This video is around my reaction and thoughts on the content. Trying to see. I mean, like, it's leaked, so surely they can't care that much. Thank you. Because like I cut out bits because I was like, well, if I'm just sat there not doing much, like I'm gonna cut bits out. But also like just watch the trailer on your own. Easy. Aw, that's sad, Lily. Are you in lockdown now too? Brady, thank you so much for the $2. Would you like an essential oil mix to help you sleep? Is it one of those ones you have to plug into like a diffuser? Because I don't have one of them. But if it's one that like you don't need, we're good. Thank you. Brian, you're being quick today. Well done, buddy. BFAB. I've done that before. Or I'll like watch 2 videos at the same time. Nick, I think it's because they de-aged him. Like, he definitely didn't look like it. We can't hear Brian. I could hear Brian. How did you not hear Brian? That's weird. That's weird. You should have heard Brian. Brian is very quiet. Rude. All right, well, let's just increase him a bit. I did turn him down because I thought he was a bit loud last time. So, like, that. All right, let me finish my dispute. This video is about my reactions and thoughts on the content and has additional commentary before and after, as well as what was said during. Submit. I should have done this earlier because, like, we're at 2,000. I mean, what happens, like, if I then get the rights to it? Like, does all the money that, like, they were putting beforehand come to me? Apparently I've got 30 days. Interesting. Okay, well, who's even getting it? Like, who's actually claimed it? Oh, Sony Pictures. All right, well, I mean, if Sony gets it, don't care, but worth a try. Thank you all for saying dispute it, because I didn't even think about that. Says escrow under monetization now, so that's fun. Interesting. Anyway, thank you. So if you haven't seen the Spider-Man trailer, go see it, because we're going to talk about it. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I talk about the one thing that I've been most looking forward to? The only thing that's made me happy today so far. So that's good. I've also loved just, like, going on and, like, seeing people's, like, posts and stuff about it. Like, I literally scrolled through the entirety of Twitter and it's all there and I'm just like, yes. I started high school last Wednesday. Red Jet, have fun. You know, when I started high school, I had a cast on my foot and it was raining. So that was fun. Yeah, but vacuum, I avoided it like the plague. So I asked Asian and Super, right? Because I knew I wanted to do a reaction video on it. I said to them, I was like, when this trailer comes out, because chances are it was going to be in the middle of the night for me. Luckily it wasn't. I asked them to let me know so that I could wake up, see the message and be like, let's avoid Twitter. Let's avoid everything. So that's exactly what I did. So as soon as I found, like, they messaged me being like, the Spider-Man trailer linked, and I was like, because I guarantee you I would have gone on Twitter, seen Spider-Man trending, clicked on it, and then had the entire thing spoiled. Because, like, here's the thing, right? Like, people knew this trailer was going around. Why would you actively go and look it up? In my head, like, it's extremely blurry. Like, just wait. Like, come on. I loved the director John Watts's, like, meme about it. It was funny. That's what I'm hoping Asen to. So, like, just why would you wait? So I was avoiding that thing like the plague. Like, I did not click on Twitter in, like, that hashtag. I was like, avoid, avoid, avoid. Scrolled past everything. I went on TikTok and I was, every time I saw something Spider-Man, I didn't wait. Guys are the reason that issues exist, right? Because think about it this way. Like, it was gonna come out anyway. And plus, if it leaked, it's like, you definitely know that it's going to come out because they're going to push to get it out now. So, there you go. Exactly. Like, why would you, exactly, BFAP, like, why would you sit and watch something blurry, not really being able to see anything, and just ruin it for yourself? Because then when you watch the real one in HD, it's not a surprise anymore. It's not fair. I watched the leak because I figured it wouldn't come out until Shang-Chi. Oh, that's a shame for Anti-Gamer, because you're about to get timed out. Boo. Ta-da. Ta-da. There you go. Heh. Losers. Losers. Oh, have fun at online class minifigures assemble. I gotta do some afterwards. It's mediocre hot air. It can wait a day. Exactly. Like, it's blurry. It's blurry. My favorite things, though, were, like, the memes about, like, Tom Holland seeing that it leaked and then realizing it wasn't him. That was funny. I liked that. No, that's fair enough, stud. Exactly. Like, another thing, I was like, me wanting to get rid of all of my notifications, opened up Discord, right? And on the server, I'm like, I can't click on either movies and TV or spoiler warning, because movies and TV, I imagine people are going to talk about it because it's a trailer, but it's a leaked version of the trailer, so therefore it's a spoiler. So I was just like, tap escape really quickly just to get rid of the notification. So we're all good. Fair enough, Spike. But now you've got to watch it multiple times to make up for that fact. Because, like, imagine if it didn't leak. Then it would have like twice the amount of views, I feel like. I mean, people are still going to watch it because it's like, it's HD now. But anyway, that's another thing, right? Because I was thinking about like with Loki and What If, I haven't watched the trailers. Like, I didn't watch them. I went into Loki blind. What If, I haven't watched the trailers either. And it's nice. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I can never remember what episodes are in What If. And I go and click on it and I go to watch and I'm just having a grand old time. And with Spider-Man, right, I remember with Homecoming, they spoiled like so many of the fights besides like the very, very end fight in the trailer. And I felt like I'd seen most of it. And then Far From Home, I think I watched 1 or 2. And then I remember Infinity War, I was like, I'm not going to watch the trailer. And I watched the first one and that was it. Didn't watch any of the other ones. Or was that Endgame? One of them I barely watched any trailers. Even when I was at the movies, right? I would plug my ears and like shut my eyes and then go la 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 so that I didn't have to hear it. So I was thinking like, oh, Spider-Man, that would be good if I could do that too. But I have nothing to look forward to besides that movie, so I feel like I'm gonna do it. I mean, I say that, Shang-Chi, but I'm gonna have to be naughty. But I've come up with a solution. I'm gonna buy a movie ticket in Perth, where the cinemas are open, so that I can give Disney my money and then I don't feel guilty. That's what I did. Never mind. I read your question wrong, Lily. I bought the Ironmonger set. I personally think it looks better. Even though it's a bit bigger. Trailers did nothing for Loki. Did a good job at not showing much. That's what I feel like as well. Like, I mean, you got President Loki, but everyone was like, oh, that's just regular Loki and not a variant. So, there you go. Legend sent me the video, but I thought it was fake and I was afraid to get rickrolled. I like that. I was about to go see Free Guy in theatre and I saw that the trailer leaked online. It was a fun experience because I'd just gone hunting for that sus Tobey Maguire action figure at Target. Apparently, did you guys see that it was fake? Like, Kai called it out, but I'm like, at the same time, like, how did they fake the, like, physical figure? Like, I saw that, like, the box was photoshopped or something, but I just wonder, like, what actually happened with the physical figure. But also, did you hear people were like, oh, maybe he says hello, Peter, and that's Tobey Maguire's Peter. Also, can we talk about how the movie's gonna work, right? Because of course, like, we're gonna start and it's gonna be straight after, like, Peter and MJ getting swarmed, like, they're in the same outfits. They're on that bridge, like, that whole bridge scene where, like, they're hunting him. That's all gonna happen at the beginning. Then I reckon it's gonna go into police interviews. Apparently Daredevil's in the police office. Interesting. Then I feel like we're gonna go into Peter is suffocating at school. Peter goes into Feast. He's trying to hide out and all of that. It's ruining his life. He suddenly goes to Doctor Strange. And I feel like that's going to be like the first and like maybe half of the second half. And then the spell happens and that's where we finish. Like, that's where the rest of the movie goes. And we're going to know nothing after that. A little bit Jim Bob. Because I'm like, he's smarter than that. He's very smarter than that. How's my Hogwarts mock? I mean, it's going. But at the same time, now that I finished Giant Hogwarts, I'm thinking about getting rid of all of the play sets besides like the astronomy tower. Maybe I'll put the clock tower up just so that I have more shelf space and then I can move some of the sets out. I'm thinking maybe I'll clear out one of the shelves and put like another theme on there, but I'm not too sure. Congratulations, Just a Banana. You're now safe. I hope your 5G signal increases. Just kidding. That's a conspiracy theory. Thoughts on the Brutal music video? I haven't watched it. I've watched all the clips of it, but I haven't watched it. Doctor Strange's Mephisto? I don't think so. But, like, Doctor Strange is smarter than that. Also, I think Wong is going into, like, wherever the Shang-Chi thing happens in that movie. I don't know. It will be interesting. I just like the idea of revealing Peter's identity and then just erasing everyone's minds. There aren't any stakes with that. But the stakes, Nathan, are, one, it collapses the multiverse, and two, no one remembers him. So, like, there was a theory going around on Twitter that people were saying, oh yeah, Doctor Strange's spell works and MJ forgets who Peter is. And because there's that, like, shot of him with, like, a piece of paper walking in the snow. I also feel that this takes place over a couple of months because it says Christmas, but then, like, summer vacation just ended at the end of Far From Home. Like, that's around, like, August or September, and then, like, the movie set at Christmas time, so there's a couple of months in there. But people are saying that like MJ completely forgets, so now like no one knows who he is. But also, right? You know how like Peter's interrupting the spell and is like, oh, and Aunt May, like she needs to know. It's like, Peter, just tell her yourself. Like, surely she's not going to forget that you're her nephew. So like, just tell her. Plus you hid it from her for ages. Ned and MJ, yeah, worry about them, but like, anyway. Which Peter do you think Doc Ock was saying hi to? I mean, originally I thought it was like Tom Holland, but I'm thinking now it's Tobey Maguire. Because someone said it and I was like, ooh. Well done, Nicholas. Yeah, I thought I should have probably, you know, advertised this channel and like the other channel. Like, I don't want it to ever grow like too big because like this is the smaller chill channel. But like, I know a lot of people like just chatting, so I was like, oh yeah, I'll post about it today. Jane Foster's 4 could have messed up the weather. That's true. Everyone's swarming and hating on Peter. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, but that's true. However, everyone thinks that he murdered Mysterio, and everyone thinks that Mysterio was a superhero instead of a villain. No one knows that, so that's why. Because, like, remember seeing, like, those Hot Topic shirts where it's like, we believe Mysterio, and, like, that was a whole thing? So, like, there you go. There you go. What did Grogu think of the trailer? I haven't asked him yet. Grogu, buddy, what did you think of the trailer? He said there wasn't enough lightsabers in it, but besides that, he enjoyed it. Good. This is not a cult. I reckon, see, like, I want to do a video, like, once I've seen the movie, I'm going to do a video about what second wave Far From Home sets I feel like could happen. Like, I love this movie. Like, usually I wouldn't do this for stuff, but, like, I have loved Spider-Man for many, many years. I'm hyped. So I want to do a video talking about like the things, because of course you'd want like Doc Ock, you'd want a Toby if he's in it, a Green Goblin, Electro, like you're gonna need all of those villains. Like we've only got sets from what seems like the very, very, very beginning of the film, and then like they've just thrown the suits in just to be able to get toys out. So I'm like, you had a lot of potential here, a lot of potential. Bellatrix, you gotta go and watch the trailer. It's amazing. We're talking about Tom Holland. I just want the Sinister Six. Same here. Same here. I think Grogu wants to be on stream. Do you want me to go get him? Okay, we'll go get him. Grogu, he's still wearing a party hat. Come on, buddy. Off you go. Here he is. That way he's close by now. Look, he's still in his party gear from the other day. I'll just put him on the desk. Not that anyone can see him, but he's there. He's watching. He's listening. He's here the entire time. The entire time. Good work, bud. Okay. I love this movie. We've only seen the trailer. It's a John Watts Spider-Man. So far, we're 2 for 2. So, I have faith. I have faith. Right, now, speaking... Okay, so we're going to... Grogu is the Watcher? Yes, exactly. Now, let me read you one of the comments. I can't read you the full thing because, like, no swearing. But, whatchamacallit? I want to read you one of the comments that I got on my reaction video. It's my favorite thing. Ready? Wait, where is it? Did he delete his comment? I hope he didn't. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so we'll do like the sensitive. I love Frosted Flakes. Side note. Okay. Yes, polka dot. Yes. Redex, I really need to go through and like unhide all of your other accounts on this channel. I realize, because like I remember you spamming once and I had to like go through and hide them. I should go and unhide them at one point. Unless you just want to stay on Polka Dot Man. Otherwise I will. Let me know. Oh, okay, so this guy was like, I hate Tom Holland stans. You don't love Spider-Man, you love Tom Holland. And I'm just like, mate. So, Redex, Polka Dot Man it pays. Good soul is like, is your entire thing just complaining? Which made me laugh. And then I replied, right? Because like, don't get me wrong. I really like Tom Holland as an actor, and Tom Holland's Peter Parker is my favorite. Does that mean I don't love Spider-Man? No. He's my favorite. Everyone's got a favorite. Now, I get that there are people who only love Tom Holland and won't go and watch any of the other Spider-Man content and don't really care much about the character. They just enjoy the movie, they enjoy the story, and they love the actor. And usually people will just come after girl fans of Spider-Man because they think everyone is that. It's not. So my reply was, I'll hop in a time machine and go tell that to me watching the Raimi trilogy for the first time in 2011. Because, right, like, I remember when, like, The Amazings, because, like, I didn't watch the Raimi trilogy when it came out. I was, like, 11 or something when I watched it. But I remember with, like, The Amazing Spider-Man, I'd watch all of the trailers for that, and I was, like, at the movies with my friends, and I was just so excited because I was like, oh, Spider-Man! And then watch The Amazing Spider-Man 2, yay! Then it was like, oh, Spider-Man's gonna be in the MCU, and I was like, yay! And then, keeps going, right? And then I remember when they cast Tom Holland, and I was like, ew, no, just because he can do flips, ew. And then I saw the movie, and I was like, he cute. Oh, he a good Spider-Man too. Oh, he's a good Peter Parker. Oh, he's funny. He has pop culture references. He's actually a nerd. This is great. Loved the movie. Stalked everything. Okay, if I wasn't a Spider-Man fan, would I have spent countless years watching emergency awesome videos about, like, how, oh my goodness, there's a set photo of Emma Stone wearing the outfit that Gwen Stacy had on when she died falling off the bridge. Would I have watched those videos? No. I am a Spider-Man fan. Did I watch the entire Raimi trilogy and Amazing Spider-Man trilogy and Into the Spider-Verse, buy a giant $500 Daily Bugle, and watch all of these videos because I'm not a Spider-Man fan? Mate. Did I play the Miles Morales game because I'm a Tom Holland fan? No. Anyway, that was my little rant. Oh dear, really? Really? Like, I hope it was, like, yelling abuse, not, like, physical abuse. Like, he does do a bit of clickbait. I used to watch him a lot when I was, like, younger, when he'd do, like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like, episode reviews. I've only just recently resubscribed to him, and I won't watch, like, everything, because I'm just like, half of this is, like, meh. But I love when he talks about, like, the comics and stuff, because it gives me, like, a lot of background knowledge, because, like, I don't read them. I don't have time. I don't want to pay for them, but I really love, like, the stories. So, there you go. Wait, who's this? It was just some random commenter, but, like, that's sort of my rant. I was like, I'm not going to say all of this, but it's like, I loved Spider-Man before I knew Tom Holland was a person. So, like, I'm not here for Tom Holland. Yes, he's my favorite Spider-Man. Don't get me wrong. But I really love Spider-Man 2, and I really love the original Spider-Man movie, and I'm going to watch them. Who's Tom Holland? Exactly. Who is he? Just yelling at me saying the mask would kill me and that I'm slave to the communist government. Oh, fun. Fun. Good night, Cameron. Have a great sleep. That's alright, Nicholas. I'm gonna keep them, definitely. I'm not gonna get rid of I'm never gonna sell them or get rid of them. I'm just gonna, I don't know though if I'm gonna keep them built or not. That's what I'm sort of tossing up between now. I'm thinking, because, like, I'll put them into storage, but because they're quite big, I'm like, do I break them down? Like, do I keep them built? I feel like the smaller ones, like the Whomping Willow in the Room of Requirement, I might break them up. But then things like the Great Hall, like, they're good for comparison, so I don't want to completely break it down. I guess I could. I don't know. How will we watch Far From Home? It's on Netflix. Well, I bought it on iTunes, so that's how I'm going to watch it. Some of them you might have to buy or rent, but I will give you enough notice. Which, speaking of, I should actually post that at some point. It starts in just over a month. Woohoo! I'm pretty sure I'm on 7 news. Really? That's funny. Do you guys see that there's more Wiggles? Yikes. The Wiggles are multiplying. My favorite superhero is Green Lantern. Green Lantern's a fun movie. Like, Green Lantern I think is a really good hero, but it's like, I always just think back to, like, Ryan Reynolds' movie, which, like, I enjoyed when it first came out, and then I rewatched it and I was like, this actually kind of sucks. But, like, I still liked him as the Green Lantern, like, as Hal Jordan. I thought that was pretty fun. Like, it wasn't great, but, like, it wasn't awful. Like, I didn't want to stick pins in my eyes, so there you go. Most iconic Wiggles song? Big red car. You could say, oh, Tom Holland, speaking of. See, of course, as soon as we move on from talking about your trailer, you show up. Anyway. People want to say fruit salad, but I think it's big red car. Doctor Who viewership dropped like a base after David Tennant left because of the fangirls. But then, wasn't there there was a bunch, I feel like there was more fangirls because of Matt Smith. So there was that. Because I know, I watched Christopher Eccleston's and then I watched David Tennant. David Tennant is my favorite Doctor. And then I watched a bit of Matt Smith. But I didn't like his Doctor or his Doctor's story that much. I loved Clara though. I watched a lot of Clara when Clara was in it. And then I watched the first season of Peter Capaldi's and I think that's where I stopped. I haven't watched the rest yet. So there you go. Peter Capaldi was good. I liked him as a Doctor. I liked him. Yes, the people deserve the trailer. Yes, they did. I liked Clara at first. What happened? What happened to make you hate Clara? Never watched Doctor Who? Really, Lily? I remember once, so when I was younger, I would watch Doctor Who when I lived in Germany. So I was watching David Tennant's season, and it was the season with what's her name? It wasn't Rose. It's not Catherine Tate's character. Martha. It was Martha was the sidekick. And I'm watching those episodes and I remember a few of them. It was the first episode and I remember one episode, right? And they were in New York and they were fighting the Daleks and things like that and they were all flying. I distinctly remember this. And then when I went and re-watched it back, I then watched that episode again. I was like, oh, I remember this. And then I'm watching it and I'm like, hold on a second. That's Andrew Garfield. Spider-Man, hello. Also, can we just appreciate that in the advertisement for Spider-Man, it's Tom Holland and Benedict Cumberbatch are just chilling there with their British accents. I'm I love how we've gotten British people to play the Americans in this. Just brilliant. Brilliant. I don't think it was on purpose, Pink Ice. I don't think it was. I think that was complete accident. Complete accident. Yeah, Doctor Who's a big commitment. Daleks Take My Hand. They're good episodes. See ya, Bellatrix. I should play the Doctor? Nah. G'day, mate. I want the next Doctor to be a ginger. I've watched 2 episodes of The Crown. I want to watch it, though, because it looks really good. Oh, Ben, don't encourage her. But, is Feige, trying to do a Taylor Swift where everything's a secret or a hint or something like that? I'm just playing Queen Elizabeth in season 5. I heard about this. But I also really loved Olivia Colman as an actress. Did anyone watch Broadchurch? That was a good show. Nice Starbucks mug. Thank you. Speaking of, oh wait, no, this isn't New York. This is San Francisco. Never mind. Ignore that. Clara got too big for her own good. That's my problem with her. Fair enough. Fair enough. Why'd you delete your Among Us streams? I've privated them and I want to talk a bit more about this later because I'm honestly about to crack or snap. But yeah, I needed to private them for my own good. My own good. They still exist, but you just can't see them. There's also a couple of Fortnite streams that I had to go on private and things like that. There's a conspiracy theory that the trailer was supposed to come out whenever they revealed those Lego sets and Funkos. That's a possibility. Maybe the CGI wasn't done. Speaking of the Iron Spider at the very end of the trailer, I guarantee you that's not the Iron Spider suit. I think that's going to be the new suit. Was it because of the memes? No, it's more than that. But I'll talk about it because I feel like I just snapped last night after I posted my advent calendar video. Yes, Ben, but there's more layers to it than that. Not that I'm going to go through everything, but yes. Do you think that after No Way Home that there will be any more Spider-Man sequel movies? I'm not too sure because in his contract he only had the trilogy and then there was a couple of cameos in other movies, which was Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame and things like that. And then I think he's got one more left. But if this movie does really well, why wouldn't you continue? Unless Disney gets too big for their boots again and accidentally kicks him out. So that's fine. I'm dating addicted to Clash of Clans. That's not good. That is not good. Did anyone ever play Tapsu? Is there anything we can help with? Kind of. But again, I will talk about that a bit later on. A bit later. We'll do TNT. I love Olivia Rodrigo Nicholas. Great stuff. Oh, speaking of Venom 2, that's another movie that I'm really excited for. But like, I'm not in as big of a rush to watch that just because I feel like spoiler-wise, it's not as bad. So I'm like, I can just patiently wait for that. Which is good. I'm curious to who's voicing Spider-Man in What If and whether or not they'll be trying to impersonate him. That's a really good point because like, I don't think it's going to be teenage Peter Parker. But like, it's going to be iteration of Tom Holland. So, which What If episode is it this week? I saw a trailer and it had Tony Stark. I know, Ben, you know, it's been a dramatic morning, but it's been Spider-Man Day. I got a shower, got ready. It was a big day. That took up most of my morning. Do you think the Iron Spider in the trailer is actually the Iron Spider we see him put it on with nanotech and the integrated suit is mostly cloth like the upgraded suit? Well, okay, here's my theory, right? I think the Iron Spider suit will be in it because the original Homecoming suit, that one's been destroyed. That got blown up in Far From Home, as I remember ranting the other week. So we've got the upgraded suit and then we've got the Iron Spider suit. And both of these he still has. I personally think that the Iron Spider suit will show up, but the scene at the very end before Hello Peter, I think that's going to be the new red, black and gold suit. Because like, if you go back and watch the Far From Home trailers, when he's doing like his charity speech, he's in a different suit. That didn't exist in the film because they like cut the other scene out. Same with like Infinity War, if you go back and watch it, the Hulk is in Wakanda, but it was the Hulkbuster. So like the CGI team will fake these things so that people don't know. Homemade suit fans rise up. That's me. That's me. There's 2 Tom Hollands. Oh no. Oh no. Hypothetical, who would you rather have as a Doctor Who companion, Spider-Man or Doctor Strange? I honestly feel like Doctor Strange would be a much cooler one because like Spider-Man would be very much just like any other one, like Rose or Clara or Martha or literally anyone. Just be like, wow, oh my goodness. Space, oh my gosh, wow, what is this? This is cool, can I touch this? Whereas like Doctor Strange is a wizard. So like, that would be pretty cool. Be very, very cool. Very cool. Wasn't it if Black Widow killed Iron Man or something this week? Possibly, because they were advertising Nick Fury and Black Widow. That would make sense, I guess. That would make sense. But that's tomorrow. I'm excited. I love What If Day. Something good. I thought I turned my heater on, but it unplugged. No wonder I'm cold. Let's plug this back in. Oh, go. I gotta squat. Ow, my hip. This is a really awkward position. Got it. There we go. Alright. Now I'm gonna get my cable out of the way. And just rug up. Come here, heater. So cold today. I don't know why. It was doing really warm the other day. But I'm freezing. I'm in my track pants and my hoodie. As soon as I finished filming that Spider-Man video, I chucked this on because I was freezing. Freezing. Speaking of, I should put on some party lights. When it's What If Day, you have to avoid sleep at all cost. Not for me, because it comes out at 5 p.m. I feel like a lot of people could do a Tony Stark impression though, Pink Eye. So like, is it really that bad? Is it really that bad? I heard an ow. Yeah, that was me. Like, that was my joints cracking. Because I squatted a bit too much. At least it will start to warm up soon, Lily, for you. Ready? Let's go. Ooh, that's a bit too intense for me. Bit lighter. No, I want more pink. Come on, lights. Get it together. There we go. Ooh, groovy. No, again, that's a bit too much. Okay. There we go. There we go. I mean, Melbourne is quite cold in general. Like, Melbourne from Queensland, that would be a pretty big drop. Pretty big drop. He doesn't sound like RTJ at all in the trailer, though. Aww. Really? Like I said, I haven't watched them. So, there you go. There you go. Look at Elsa's ice castle in the back. It's shining. It is. It's so shiny at the top. I don't know where I'm going to put that set. Oh, update, by the way. I asked Lan about giving away the gunship for our fundraiser. So they said because like it would be used as a monetary incentive to like get people to donate and things like that. Probably like that one, it doesn't look like it would be allowed because it would be too complicated for tax, and Lego's like legal team and stuff like that, they don't want any difficulties at all. They're like, if it's not easy, we're not doing it. So they were like, okay, if you can get rid of that, then yeah, you can do it. And I was like, okay. So I've like followed it up being like, okay, what if I get people to like comment or something, or like share the stream in order to enter, like, then can I do it? So I'm waiting to hear a reply back on that, because that way it's not like, if you donate like $5, then you'll get a chance to win type of thing. It will just be like, okay, well, if you show up to the stream and you like share it, then you have a chance to win. So fingers crossed they say that one's fine. Otherwise they said you can use another set, but not a review offer one, because that one was a review offer. It wasn't like support or anything like that. If it was support, I feel like it would be fine. I don't know. So I'm just gonna wait back to hear on that. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I did see Asian's Marvel Bricktober pack. He was showing me, so I saw it like being made. He'd send me like updates while he was creating it, and I would send him updates of my project that I'm working on, which should be coming out next week. I'm over halfway done, and I loved it. And then he showed me all of the edits, and I was like, this is even cooler. And then I watched the video this morning, and I was just like, yay! I was so happy. I want him to post it on Instagram and not just do that story so that I can share it. But he hasn't done it yet. At Asian. My second day of college tomorrow. What major do you suggest to receive for someone who is interested in becoming a video producer / edit? Well, I don't know how many. I mean, there's like a film and television school here. I feel like if you want to become a video producer, I'm not too sure. I would get like, you'd have to get like some sort of like film production one that works in like post-production, something like that, like editing, color grading is another one. I mean, that's a specific area in its own. But yeah, definitely something like film production, like anything to do with post-production. That's what I would highly recommend. Highly, highly recommend. Ooh, TNT, I'm excited to hear. Not too sure, Blue Hero. I haven't decided yet. First up, I've got to get to Bed Wars, which I'm thinking will be next week. Thinking, no promises. Okay. Okay. Oh, gosh, really, Lily? That's so sick. We are not banning fake Tom. There can be 2 fake Toms. I mean, here's the thing, right? One of them's got a profile picture and the other one doesn't. So who are we believing? There we go. TT. John Walker is a good character and I'm tired of pretending he's not. He is, right? Like, it's like Umbridge. Like, that he's a really good actor because everyone hates him. And that's the point. Like, he's a villain. Like, you want to do it. Can you post the Scream schedule on the community post? Didn't I? Yeah, I did. I posted it on both channels actually this week. But yeah, I will. When's the Just Dance stream? I need to find my copy of Just Dance. I lost it. I don't know where it went. I need to go and hunt for it somewhere. I'm sorry, the real Tom. John Walker is good but bad. Like I said, it's like Umbridge. Like, they're a great character because they play the villain role so well, but you also hate them because they're a villain. They're a bad character. I liked his contrast to Skeev's tap. So did I. It's like every time he introduced himself, hi, I'm Captain America. Hi, I'm Captain America. Whereas like Steve's like, I'm Steve Rogers. Hi, I'm Groot. I am Steve Rogers. Like he's always like, yep, Steve Rogers. Only one time was he like, Steve Rogers, Captain America. There we go. Anyway. I only have Far From Home left in my Marvel marathon. Do you know how sad that is? Do you think walking feels like exercising or not really? Walking is exercising. As long as you're walking, I feel like you need to walk at a certain pace. Like you can't just take like a casual stroll. I mean, even then that's better than doing nothing, but I feel like you have to walk at like a decent pace in order to get your heart rate up. For me, Just Dance is the closest I get to a workout. That's why I want to find it. I have not, Jim Bob. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I have not. I'm so keen for Spider-Man 4. It's not Spider-Man 4! They're not the same. Actually, I wonder if they're gonna count, like, because, like, J.J. Simmons is J. Jonah Jameson. So, like, when all of the characters show up, are they gonna, like, is that universe canon, or are we just bringing them back because that's a cool thing to do? Like, are they actually going to be the same characters, or are they going to, like, does their story continue on? I mean, I'm pretty sure Doc Ock said that their story continued on, so maybe it does. Maybe it's technically also a Spider-Man 4, but also not. Same here, Pink Ice. Same here. It's really good. Oh, I'm the Real Tom Holland now has a profile picture too. I don't think I've ever walked so much in my life than Queensland. That is me at Disneyland, like, all of the time. Actually, I haven't watched that in so long. I need to watch them again. Who's J.J. Simmons? J.K. Simmons, sorry. Guys, there's a lot of actors' names I gotta remember here. It's difficult. Difficult. But also, right, are they gonna de-age Toby if he's actually in it? T. That's a lot of CGI. I want to know what the budget for this film's gonna be. I really want to know. Really, really want to know. Oh, why did it make my lip out? Oh, what is that? I don't, Nicholas, I paid roughly that when it just came out. I feel like it's gone lower now, actually, because of the fact that, like, they've repeated a lot of the figures. So you should be good. That Umbridge is my favorite, hands down. And you get the exclusive Snape. So, highly recommend. Everything else from that year is ridiculously expensive. Just, no. No, 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 no. Goodbye, the Real Tom Holland. See you later. Have a great day. That's the best part about coming back from vacation, Lily, is, like, when you see your dogs. Also, speaking of vacations, this is definitely not a show for everyone. I don't know what the rating is in the US. It could be R. There's a very strong chance it could be R in the US, but I finished watching this HBO show the other day. So I walked in and my mom's watching this, like, show, and I'm just watching it and I'm like, oh, that's Sydney Sweeney. Oh, that's that mum from American Horror Story. Oh, it's that guy from Daddy Daycare. Oh, it's that guy from The Office. Oh, it's her from Percy Jackson. Yes, the stud. So I'm like, Mum, what's this show called? And she's like, The White Lotus. I'm like, what? I was like, a bit weird. But I'm like making tea and I'm just like watching it in the background and I'm like, this actually looks pretty good. So I look it up and I found out it was an HBO show, and then I saw Sydney Sweeney on the screen and I was like, love you, fam. Even though spoilers, I hated her character. She was annoying. Anyway, so my mum was like, I'll wait for you to catch up and then we can watch it together if you're gonna watch it. And I was like, okay. So I went and I sat and watched it, and it was weird because, like, it was a weird story, but I also really enjoyed it. So I don't know what to say, but I really enjoyed The White Lotus, but I'm pretty sure it would be R-rated in the US, and in Australia it's 15 plus. So I watched it on binge and I was having a great time. I was like, I'm watching it, right? And all of these families, like, it's about, like, rich white people going on holiday. And, they go and, like, sit down at, like a restaurant when you're on holiday, and it just brought me back to, like, memories of when I went to Thailand with my family, and, like, you'd, like, lie in the sun all day, and then you'd go to your hotel and you'd have a shower and you'd get changed into your fancy clothes, and then you go out for dinner, and, like, it just made me so happy. By 15 plus, do you mean M? Yes, M 15 plus. Not regular M, like MA 15 plus. Yeah, it's not a show for me, but cool, you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, it's definitely not for everyone. Like, 1, it has some, like, adult themes. 2, it's kind of weird, but I enjoyed it. Really weird. There was, like, one storyline, right, where, like, the intern from The Office, like, the one that was supposed to be Jim, he's, like, just married this girl who was Annabeth from Percy Jackson, and, like, he's, like, super rich and everything, but he's, like, one of those, like, what's the equivalent of a Karen, but, like, for men? Like, is it a Steve? He was being a Steve, and he just went and kept complaining to the hotel manager, like, all the time, which is being such a a rude person. So there you go. It's quite fun. See, that wasn't me, Lily. The first anime movie I watched was The Hangover, and I watched that when I was 14. And that was with my family, so like I didn't feel rebellious. They said I could watch it, and I was like, yeah. Brian, Chad, Kevin, I think that works. Don't use Stephen. Like, that's the problem, because I'm like, I want to say Steve, but I'm like, Steve Rogers. Like, he's not a Steve. Kyle, I feel like, is too young. Like, that is like that's the Gen Z version. It's like Kyle and like Jessica. But like when you're older, it's Kevin and Karen. Kevin and Karen. Alan. Steve. We got some scuba divers approaching. Alright, so you know the drill. Eshay bar. My goodness. You know it's a bad day when you've seen like 5 mullets before 8 a.m. That was me one day. I was driving past like a school zone. So many mullets. It's terrified me. F in the chat for Kevin Feige. I mean, think about Kevin Feige. He's always wearing weird hats. Like, he's on the red carpet and he's wearing a hat. I'm like, please stop, sir. This is a red carpet event here. We're supposed to be dressing up fancy. Dang. I don't think he's about to become the Joker, but I'm pretty sure he's about to, like, beat up someone. Someone's getting fired. Of course, TNT. Do whatever you need to do. Because he's bold, right? But, like, we know that. We gotta help him to be, like, less insecure. We gotta help him to feel better about himself, right? Do you guys want to see something? Spoilers for my haul video that I can't yet film because I'm waiting on one more delivery. Where is it? Oh no. We'll just put it back on the shelf. Come on. Oh wait, no, I'm about to knock over Mantis. Mantis, can you stay still for a second there? Woohoo! Guys, come on. I mean, I guess that works. Yeah. See. I do, Jacob. Drax is underrated. And I was saying this the other day to my best friend. I was like, Rocket and Drax are my favorite Guardians. Like, Star-Lord is a bit too up himself and egotistical, but not in like a Tony Stark, like I'm going through a redemption arc kind of way. He's just always sort of like, I need to be the best, I need to be better than you. Like, he's alright, but like, not great. And then, yeah, it's an odd show vacuum. Don't watch it if you were underage. And then Gamora is like cool, but she almost just seems like she's gonna hit everyone all the time. Like, she's a bit too grumpy for my liking. Like, my favorite moment of her is when Infinity War, where she's like singing the song and she's having like a fun time. Other than that, she just seems like really brooding all the time, which, like, fair enough. You've had a really rough life. Nebula, same deal. Nebula's just like very intense. I'm gonna kill. I'm like, slow down, Karen Gillian. Slow down. Just, whoa. Then you've got Groot, which, like, Baby Groot. We love Baby Groot. Teen Groot's, like, funny as well. But, like, I feel like he hasn't done much recently. And then, like, Rocket is hilarious. Like, I love the running joke of him just stealing robotic parts. And then Drax, again, is hilarious. Because, like, he's supposed to be this really big, tough guy. But then he's, like, so dumb. It's the best. Love him. Teen Groot was sort of meh. I liked him in Infinity War. He was alright. Like, nothing great. Like, it wasn't a standout character or anything, but it's about it. Nebula is a great character, but she's very, like, intense for my liking. And I'm like, whoa. But I just find it mean that everyone only cares about Nebula now after the What If episode. I'm like, excuse me? Excuse me? That's fine. Whoa. Can I have an no. Imagine Rocket's reaction as soon as he found out that there's a safety lock on Bucky's arm. Wow. Good news, everyone. I should be getting Marvel stuff soon. Oh, by the way, because I just teased it, I now have a use for my spaceship stands. How exciting. Oh, and I got a Bricks and Pieces order the other day, which again, spoilers for my haul. So I've upgraded my Iron Man Hall of Armor. I'll go and spin. Oh, Grogu's in the way. Mate, can you just shuffle for a second there? I've upgraded it. It's now got two rows. Hooray. Hooray. Don't fall. Don't fall. There we go. There we go. So now we have Cade's lamp. And a few other pieces. I've got legs. I've got police. Camera, color balance. Come on, Sony, get it together. Get it together, Sony. We have a show this weekend. Come on. Thank you. Still, fix yourself, mate. Maybe we'll have to adjust the lights in the background. Just open up my window. Maybe that will help a bit. Anyway, hey, Comet. There we go, I fixed it now. I was going through, actually, I was showing my sister like all of the sig figs that I've made of people. It was great. It was great. What's behind the Hogwarts moments? It's the Beauty and the Beast castle. Like the mini doll one. I need to put that into storage as well after I take off Lumiere and all that. I've got a lot of Lego I need to store away. I've got to get rid of the top shelf of my cabinet. I've got to put the Beauty and the Beast castle away. I've got to find a spot for the Hogwarts moments. I've got to work out these shelves here. I just can't wait for my Wicked Brick stuff to arrive. It hasn't shipped yet, and I don't know when it will, but I hope it arrives in October. Fingers crossed. Also, another thing that hasn't shipped is my Yelena vest. Not that anyone's going to care about this, but I was looking on Etsy yesterday because I was grabbing the screen recording for Phoenix Makes, and I checked my wish list, and there's this Infinity War ring that I had on my wish list for a while. So it's like just this like golden wired ring, and then it's got all of these little beads in the colors of the Infinity Stones, and it was back in stock, and like I really want to get it. Not that I wear rings all that much, but I thought that would be really, really cool. I care about it. Yes, Lily. It's only $16. Like, bargain. Bargain. I'm going to be drawing, so I won't be talking in chat much. I've been drawing. Yes, we can talk about the trailer Cosmic, because I've seen it. Everyone's seen it. Why did I buy a Yelena vest? Because people say I look like her, and I thought that would be fun for Halloween, because we all know I love dressing up in costumes. And Halloween is my excuse to do so. I don't celebrate Halloween all that much. I mean, I used to go like trick-or-treating and all that, but like, I don't put up decorations besides for videos. Like, don't really care, but I get to dress up, and I'll take that. Hold on, I'm curling my eyelashes, everyone, with my fingers. Bam! Look at that. I look awake now. What are you most excited for with Doctor Strange 2? More wonder. Read my last. Where are you, Polka Dot Man? If I had a nickel for every something, I'd have... Aww, Phineas and Ferb reference. I love that. I love that. War Machine mech in the future along with a Deadpool mech. If they do a Deadpool mech, I'm going to be so mad. I spent $40 on that figure. They better put it in an 18 plus D2C set or something. I would be sad, Jim Bob. I think I would be sad because like I just want like a really simple one. But you know what I would do? I would have like a Lego reference in my wedding cake. I'll tell you that right now. I'm doing that. That's a thing. If that ever happens. Thank you, Ali. See, like, because like you curl them in the middle of the like in the morning, and then they like drop, and then you just press them back up, and all of a sudden you look awake again. Look at that. But like, here's the thing, right? Why would they do a Deadpool mech? Like, there is no evidence for this at all. But also, Deadpool, like, literally has R-rated films. They're not going to put a character like that now that those films have come out in a child's set. No. No, no, no. I don't think I can, Ben, because I can't. I was trying to, like, figure out a photo that would work better. So I'm very sorry. But at least it will stop getting recommended. It will stop. Plus, everything's really tiny, so you should be okay. Just scroll really fast. Really fast. I would love a cheap War Machine mech. Speaking of, I'm in the process of trying to get a War Machine Don Cheadle figure because it's a meme at this point, and I feel like I need to. I feel like I need to. Maybe if we get toned down Deadpool and other MCU movies outside of his own series, we can get him. That's what I'm thinking. So it's like either he's going to be like, it will be like a Daily Bugle situation where they put him in an 18 plus set like they did with Punisher and Blade, and then they kind of like hide him and not really focus on him. Or if Deadpool gets stuff that isn't R-rated, then they'll make him. Hey, I don't care. If I wanted to put images of my Minecraft builds in your server, is it like Lego Minecraft builds or is it Minecraft in creative mode builds? Because if it's Minecraft in creative mode, I would put it in Pro Gamers, and then if it's if it's like Lego Minecraft, I would put it in Lego. Thank you, everyone. I want a War Machine mech. But like, I bet you it's going to be like the Avengers like game one, which sucks, but okay. I mean, Deadpool was in Fortnite. But so is like the Predator and all that. Fortnite's a little less sort of like worrisome, I guess. But also we have Blade in Fortnite, and we've got like Rick and Morty and all that. Like they've got adult stuff in Fortnite. So it's like, that's what I mean with like Lego. It's like you could make it in Lego form again, but you'd have to put it in like a 18 plus set. So that way it's like a bit less bad, I want to say. That. It'd be such a missed opportunity not to have him show up in an Avengers or Spidey movie and make meta jokes about not being able to use any R-rated words. I would love that. I feel like especially an Avengers movie, as much as I'd love to see Tom Holland and Ryan Reynolds interact, I feel like it would be quite odd now, at least. Like wait until like Tom Holland's Peter Parker character's a bit older, like he's in his 20s. Then I feel like we could do it. Thank you, Jalila. She's amazing. Honestly, I always go back to All I Want. That's a really good one. But off the Sour album, my favorite is Perfect Crime at the moment. I also really like Brutal. It just puts me in a good mood. Love it. You know what song I listened to the other day was Mariah Carey's Obsessed. Like, I remember that's when I like got into TikTok, was like that was a trend. And like it brought me back so many memories, but also just like, yeah. We are not going to game today. We are only talking. The next stream, though, I'm wanting to do Minecraft. My sister's going to join us as well. She's going to hop on the server and play too. I'm really excited. Really excited. It's not going to be tomorrow. I don't think it will be the day after. But Minecraft will be fun. I have not seen the Brutal music video. I will do it. Have you noticed Spider-Man's plans in the MCU are based on real movies? I love it. But at the same time, I hate how whenever he's in a Russo brothers film, he doesn't directly reference the films. I'm like, you're a nerd, Peter. You would know the name of these things. Like, it's not the walking thingies. You literally have an AT-AT hanging off your shelf. Like, get it together. What are we doing in Minecraft? We're doing the Disneyland server on the California Adventure side. I do, Keita, but I feel like we're going to do... Because, like, I like having a gaming variety. So usually we'll do, like, one version of a game per week, with the exception of Fortnite. So it's like we'll do Bed Wars, and then like I'm obsessed with the Disneyland one. I feel like we're gonna do more of that. Excited. iCarly fan as a kid. I was more of a Victorious and Disney Channel person. iCarly I watched a bit of, but like it wasn't my favorite. That's alright, Asian. Don't worry about it. I did hear about the 3-in-1 Costco exclusive Marvel mechs. I mean, to me, it's not an exclusive set. It's nothing. It's just a special box. It's like me getting like the square like Mario and Luigi boxes from Costco, because that's where those boxes exist, and being like, oh my goodness, so super rare. It's like, no, the contents are exactly the same as any other thing. It's just a special box. Like, it's not common, but it's not super rare. Like, think about the amount of Costco's there are versus how many places Comic-Con is. Like, anyway, that's my thoughts on that. More Hogwarts. Don't know about Hogwarts. I was having a lot more fun in the Disneyland server than I did with Hogwarts. Hogwarts was confusing. But, like, Disneyland was the place to be. I don't think it's completely finished. Aw, dang it. I know there's another one that I found comment, and I think I can't remember if I tagged you or not in it, but there's, like, the entirety of Walt Disney World and Universal Studios, but unfortunately the Harry Potter rides don't work, but their builds exist. So I'm excited. I'm going to try and get enough for some Iron Man gear in the server. What? What does that mean? Is there a Bedrock one? I don't think so. But we're gonna do a lot of like Minecraft Java on Disneyland. So if you're tossing up getting Java, 100% recommend it because we will be doing it a lot. That is that Minecraft Disneyland stream was one of the most fun times I've had playing a game in a very long time. Like that brought me back to like playing the Spider-Man game for the first time. So like it was amazing. I love it. Yeah, Hogwarts was very easy to get lost. See, at least like Disneyland, I know that park like the back of my hand. Walt Disney World, not so much. Universal, kind of. I know the LA parks really well. I've only been to Orlando twice. Oh, Nathan, I see. Yeah, I want to get like some cool upgrades. Like I want Buzz Lightyear wings and like I want cool stuff. I've seen that, but I haven't played on it yet. Yeah, I haven't played on it either. I feel like we'll just YOLO. I've got both Minecrafts. I've got Bedrock and Java. Also, Nathan, I was reading through your tutorial on Bed Wars, and it looks like besides how to get to the multiplayer screen, it looks pretty similar. And it's after I get inside the server is where I get confused, plus the actual game. So I'm going to read up on that again some more. So we're all good. Oh. Bleep. Stop screaming at me. Phone. Thank you. I hope we get a spoiler version. I mean, we got one for Civil War, but I hope there's like a wave and not just one set. And I think it will come out in March. But the problem is then, or maybe it will be June, because like the problem if it's March, chances are it's going to come in the January instructions, which is too soon. So maybe we'll see. We will see. I hope that they come out though. Hope they come out. Yes, Tom Holland. Yes, yes, yes. Just looking at Bedrock is $35. Bedrock for me was like $50 buying it on my PC. Like that was more expensive than Java. Java was $30 and I bought it twice. Idiot me. I had it when I was a kid and I paid like $10 and I had to rebuy it because I couldn't remember my password. Idiot. Anyway. Who would win in a fight, Green Lantern or Captain Marvel? I want to say Green Lantern, but I honestly feel like Captain Marvel. Can we just say as well, after rewatching Endgame, Carol isn't that strong. Wanda was doing better. Sorry. Sorry. Wanda literally destroyed an Infinity Stone and held off Thanos with the rest of the Infinity Stones at the same time. What could Carol do? She could kind of hold him off for a bit and then got beaten down. I'm sorry. T. That's fine. There are multiple options for Bedrock, Holly. I know, but like you can play it on a console or you can play it on a mobile, I think. But like Java. What are those words, Mega? I get so confused with internet slang. That's how you know I'm old now. Yikes. I much prefer Wanda. Wanda, in my opinion, is the most powerful superhero. Then I feel like Doctor Strange and Thor. Like Thor has to be up there. Just saying. Doctor Strange would clap Captain Marvel in a fight. He would. He's literally a wizard. Like, what does Captain Marvel do? Yeah, she can fly and yeah, she can blast. Like, she's powerful, don't get me wrong, but like, I don't think she's the most powerful. Plus, we're a Wanda stan here. We love Wanda. Carol does have her moments. But like, because of that, she's just so up herself. Like, in Endgame as well, right? So it's like the whole big teaser in Infinity War was, oh my gosh, Captain Marvel's coming. And then we had her movie. And then Endgame happened and everyone's like, oh yeah, Carol's gonna defeat Thanos. Hey, Fake Fresh. And then, right, Carol just comes in and she's like, she saves Tony. I'm gonna kill Thanos. Oh, you failed last time. Oh, you didn't have me. And then like Steve's like, hey, chill out. Cause like, good old Steve. And then she's just like, yeah, I'm going, whoosh, go me. And then she's just like all up herself and she comes back. She's like, you know that there are other planets, right? Like everything that's happening on Earth is happening on every other planet. Like, yeah, so that doesn't mean that these people who live on Earth don't care about their own planet. Like, yo, stop spoiling. These movies have been out for years. It's just painful. And then she literally she disappears for half the movie and then comes back to destroy a ship. Like, you really? Like, where were you the rest of the fight? Huh? Exactly, Blue Hero. She literally turned on her own country. Like, I'm sorry. Imagine if she was still, like, thinking, like, oh, yeah, I'm part of the Kree, and then, like, they destroyed, like, that section of the galaxy. Then she'd be mad. Then she'd go and protect it. Like, oh, dear. Like, the Guardians are just chilling out here. They know that Earth, yeah, let's go team up with everyone. Let's not go solo fight the entire and solve everything on the galaxy on our own. Let's work as a team to figure something out. Anyway. Who's more cocky, Captain Marvel or Gilderoy Lockhart? Gilderoy Lockhart. No doubt about it. But he's also, like, he faked everything, so he's worse. But he's a charming character at the same time. Carol's just like... Carol reminds me of too many people, I think, as well. T. What if we did a Minecraft realm because then Java and Bedrock will play? But isn't that something I have to pay for, isn't it? Maybe one day. That reminds me, actually. I wanted to have a look at something. I need to charge my laptop. Why is it dying already? Slow down. I haven't been up for very long. My goodness. Mate. Mate. Also, did you guys like the advent calendar? How cool is the platform 9 3/4 ticket? My goodness. My goodness. Amazing. Amazing. Truly, truly great. Yeah, but you can get a month free and it's like $10. Oh, pain. It's already dying. Wait, what? What did I say? What? I'm confused. Did I say something? Whoops. Can people stop messaging me? I know I've got stuff this afternoon / tonight that I've got to deal with, but stop. Leave me alone. It's already... Oh, right, my laptop. Camera... No, my camera's fine. My laptop's dying. It's on 33%. I had it fully charged last night. I have seen that poly bag. I don't think I ever did a video on it because I was just like, oh, blurry photo. And then the real photo got revealed and I was like, I have too much stuff to worry about right now. I'm not doing it. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll just like talk about it once I get the poly bag. Of course, TNT, you don't have to talk. No one ever has to be pressured into talking. Until I pressure it, just kidding. You're fine. Could Vulture return in MCU Spider-Man 3? Possibly. Like, think about it, because he's locked up in prison currently with Scorpion. Okay? So, like, if everything breaks loose, why wouldn't the villains want to go and recruit Vulture? Also, right, like, Vulture knows Peter Parker's identity, so, like, what's gonna happen in the back? Like, he knows that people are gonna be like, oi, is this true? Mate. Very good. Is Scorpion not gonna be in Home Way Home? I don't know, like, he literally exists. Maybe he could be. I hope that the Sinister Six are in it, because I feel like, because of the fact that it's a multiverse movie, I think it's like the best opportunity in order to do the Sinister Six without everything like being too crowded. Like, you know how Spider-Man 2, it was like, okay, well, we're fighting Rhino. Okay, well, now we're fighting Electro. Oh yeah, the Green Goblin's also here. Oh, but now we're also back to Rhino. And it just felt like too chaotic. But like, I feel like in a multiverse movie, that's the one time you can do it, because like at this point, you know, I mean, I guess it's the same deal with Spider-Man 3. It's like they just had too many villains. Whereas like now I'm like, okay, well, like the multiverse, like this is why there are so many villains. So you don't have to focus too much on sort of like their backstories, I guess. So I think now is going to be the opportunity to do it, if they did do it, because then you can bring back all of these villains from the rest of the Spider-Man movies that people know and are familiar with. You could bring back Vulture and things like that, and like only focus a tiny bit on like the things. It would work. It would work. It would work. Do you think Harry Potter Cursed Child sets will happen? Nope. Because the only reason is because Lego's license is with Warner Brothers, and unless Warner Brothers makes a film on the Cursed Child, no. It's like people commented on like my videos and be like, oh, why don't you do like book accurate figures? And like, I don't think I've ever spoken about this. Like the whole reason like my mock and like all of the things like that, and like any sort of sets I talk about, the reason like I always link them back to the films is because that's what Lego does. Like they make sets off the film. So if there's something like in the background, like, yeah, there's a chance they'll do it. Abishay, how was your vaccine? Does your arm hurt? If so, I've told you this before, Bucky arm swings. Let's go. I thought Vulture turned good. Vulture wasn't as bad. Vulture did everything. Vulture was one of the best MCU villains. I feel like you've got Loki, Killmonger, Vulture, and Ego. And Thanos, of course. Those are like the top 5 MCU villains. I'd say Mysterio, but I think because Mysterio just stems from Tony Stark again, it kind of weakens him a bit. But I really like Mysterio as a character, but as a villain, it just felt a tiny bit weak. There we go. Obviously, we should do the Sinister 60 in the film. Imagine if they did. Then why are there a lot of Lego properties owned by Disney? Because Disney owns everything. Everything. Almost everything, at least. Using a steering wheel with a painful arm is the worst. Heh, loser. Just kidding. I'm sorry for you. I got my dad to drop me off when I got mine. What about the Flag Smashers? Don't even get me started on them. No. They could have Spider-Man beating up Doc Ock as the cold open, and then Doc Ock assembling the Suicide Squad. What did I just say? The Sinister Six. No, that's a crossover for the multiverse. Whoopsies. Oh dear. Mysterio could return since that one guy on a computer downloaded something on USB. I think he will. I personally don't think that Mysterio is dead. Like, that's my theory. I think that Mysterio is still alive. And I think, because like, why would the drones kill him firstly? Like, because he shot a gun at Peter. And then like we never actually saw him being dead. Like, the drones were like, oh, like, is he dead? And they were like, yeah. I don't think so. I don't completely trust them because, like, Mysterio just had control of the drones. So I think Mysterio could still be alive. Plus, he's got, like, all of his information. He literally was able to frame Spider-Man. Like, there is no chance that he didn't, like, watch over that, make sure that everything was fine, like, after. Because, like, what he downloaded was the video to give the Daily Bugle. That's very true, but in that same thing, it's like they had to make that video in that tiny amount of time. So it's like they could have also, like, because they had the video, you also, like, could download the entirety of, like, Mysterio's, like, digital files and just, like, redo it. I think Quentin Beck is still alive. Like, that's my theory. Will he appear? I don't know. Maybe he's in a post-credit scene. Also, post-credit scenes. I have a theory that the Fantastic Four will show up at the end of Shang-Chi or the Eternals. Also, one of them surely got a link up to Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. I also think one of them could be involved Trevor or Abomination. I hope Mysterio faked his own death. He's so good. I hope so. Have they cast Fantastic Four though? No. Well, they haven't announced it. They could have cast it and just not told anyone. Because, like, think about it. If you're going to get, for example, Emily Blunt and John Krasinski, you're going to need them to do the superhero bulk, which John Krasinski, admittedly, was close because, like, he did the whole stuff for Jack Ryan and all that. But, like, you gotta do the superhero bulk, so they need time to, like, get super fit in order to do it. Execute Order Sinister 66. I like that. Good work. It is unfortunately vital, but I hope they extend it because, like, everyone, like, think about, actually, how many views does this trailer have? Let me look it up real quick. Spider-Man. Where are you, Spider-Man? Explore. Surely it's on the Explore page. How is the Spider-Man trailer not on the Explore page? Are you actually going to make me look it up? Like a loser? Anyway, good night, Nicholas. I hope you have a great sleep. Oh, imagine Chris Evans coming back. Multiverse, Chris Evans comes back, but he's Johnny Storm. There we go. 7.9 million views, and it's been 3 hours. People love the Spider-Man trailer. People love Spider-Man. People love those movies. They're well directed. They're well written. They are a great, cohesive Spider-Man story, especially if they can nail this third film. There is no doubt in my mind that they will do more of these. I really hope so. Mega Vulture is Batman. That's another one that crosses over into DC. 2.63 million views per hour. Yeah, it's the same as what I get in my videos. Like, for them to be meeting, like, the level that I set, it's just incredible. Can you disagree on well written? I mean, there are a few things that I'm like, not many, in my opinion at least. The second one I feel like has a few more than the first, but I don't know what it is about the second one. I feel like I just overall enjoy it a bit more. Sony has made more money off your camera than the video they copyrighted. Exactly. Like, I just rack up so many views for them. I'm giving them so much money. I wonder actually though how much money they make off that, like posting that trailer. Because like, I wonder as well if that goes towards like the budget they spend, or does that go towards like the marketing campaign? Because like, it got 10 million views after like a couple of hours on Twitter, but like that one doesn't have ads on it. So, because like a movie budget, you have to include like marketing. So does the money that like they make off YouTube trailers, does that go towards like their overall profits? Like, does that work? I don't know. I'm glad to hear that, TNT. Ooh, yeah, Apple that, I hate when that happens. Not that that's ever happened to me yet, but, you know, maybe soon. Guys, great news. My cousin got engaged the other day. So that's really exciting, which means I get to go on it's our first family wedding, which will be great, which means I'll get to go to the UK again, hopefully, fingers crossed, with my entire family and have a great vacation. And I was saying to my family, I was like, we should do our Italy trip that day when we go, so that, you know, we can go and finally do it because it's been delayed. So I'm super hyped because it means I get to wear a fancy dress. What? I know, how good. I met a fiance as well. He was really nice. I stayed with them once when I went to the UK. They were great. I was so happy for them. I was like, yeah. So we just were like, hey, can you like tell us in advance so that we can book flights, please? So I'm excited. It'll be great. Something to look forward to. Thanks everyone for saying that. I'm really cool. I know what you mean, Abhishek. You feel weird because you're just like I always think about like, because it's 5 years since I've graduated high school next year. So I'm like, we're halfway to 10, right? And like, I just imagine if you had like a reunion, like everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, I've like graduated university, like I'm teaching now, like I'm a teacher, or yeah, I've just started like social work, or I'm still doing my degree as a lawyer, like I'm just finishing up, or I've been like a nurse for 2 years, and then I'm like, hi. Like, don't get me wrong, like I'm really happy, but it also feels like really weird being like, oh yeah, I never went to university, I worked in film and television, and now I make videos on the internet. Yay. It's like whenever people would ask me, be like, oh, so what do you do at uni? Like, I always used to say, oh, I didn't go, I just work full-time in film and television. And then you get lots of questions, and half the time I just wouldn't answer them. So if I like ran into someone like at the shops or something, like I'd be like, oh, I'm studying film and television, which is a bit of a lie. And then when I started doing web design, I just said web design. It was so much easier. Because I just don't like getting a lot of questions. I'm just like, yeah, I edit videos. Oh, I study web design. That's it. Yep. All I do. But you've got nothing to prove to anyone. Exactly. But like, I feel bad if I just like dodge the questions. I'm like, I'll just not mention everything. Everyone's got their own path though. Exactly. Like, I don't regret not going to university because what I wanted to do, like, there's no point in it. Like, most of it comes down to who you know. And since my dad worked in the industry, like, I got incredibly lucky. Like, I was basically like, here's a foot in the door. And then, I worked for that. And now I've made my own career for myself, which I'm really happy about. So I got very lucky. So I don't regret it at all. Like, the option was there if I wanted to go. But like, I studied web design. I did a color grading course. So I've done stuff, but like if you want to become a lawyer or a doctor or a teacher, yes, go to university. If you want to do film and television, nah, it will help you. It'll help you definitely, but it wasn't for me. I like being myself, being my own little person. My own little world. I want to major in history with a minor in teaching, but that could change. That's another thing, is like, you will never know. Like, don't be like so worried about figuring out what you want to do. Life will change. Like my psychologist, for example, she was studying something completely different, I remember her telling me. And then like after 15 years, she was like, no, I want to be a psychologist, and she retrained. So there you go. Do you ever plan on studying something else at the start? Not really. My plan was like, I'll go to university and I'll study film and television. And my dad's like, you don't have to if you don't want to. You can work for me straight out of it. And then I'll like teach you everything and like help you get your foot through the door, meet people, like get experience like in the field basically. And I was like, okay. I mean, it means I'd have no student debt, so that's a really big thing. Woohoo! Oh, nice, Nathan. Exactly. It's never too late. I did, Abhishek, I read it, but I haven't like properly like read it. I saw that it was there and I like glanced over it, and then I was like, I'll come back to this later. That's another idea. That's another one. I was like going through them and someone sent me like this massive like Harry Potter collection. It was all on a table, and I like quickly looked at a few of the photos and I was like, this is insane. I need to come back and actually like look at this and like return to it. Hex sucks. I'm so glad that I don't have that. Like incredibly glad. My sister did. She did business in university straight out of high school. She did marketing for one semester, and then she changed to finance, and then she was like, oh no, I'm gonna drop out and maybe do graphic design, and then she didn't. Then she signed up for one graphic design course, did one lesson, was like, nope, I want to do real estate. So then she's now doing real estate. So there you go. See ya, Asen. And then you never return to the DMs. I do, it just takes me a while. Takes me a while. Oh, I've just realized that I need to fill up my drink bottle, and I also kind of need to pee. So I feel like now is the time for me to quickly like talk about what I wanted to talk about for a while. And this is, I don't really know how to say this. Break, yeah, a little bit of a break. So that's why I want to say this first, just so that I can get the entire sort of thing out, and then we can come back and we can reset. So I have been getting a lot of questions and comments, and I understand that these do not have cruel intentions at all. Like, it is people being curious. They have good intentions. And this is not directed at anyone. This has happened several times, and it's gotten to the point now where I'm just, for my own sanity, I can't take it anymore. So it's like the other day, right? Like this happens when I'm streaming, when I'm posting a video, when I put up questions for my Q&A. So like the whole reason I'm saying is because I literally posted my advent calendar review last night, and like one of the first comments was about this, and I'm just like, it's too much for me. It's incredibly triggering, and I thought I've tried my best to ignore it, and I've tried my best to just keep going on, and it's at the point now where it's like I can't, like, it's messing with me too much. This is something that I don't want to go into full detail, and I'm not going to, but I have to please ask you to stop asking me questions or commenting about Ashen Flash, because I'm going to crack. I'm going to lose my mind. Constantly when I'm streaming, and this is nothing, like if you've done this, don't feel bad, because I know you haven't had cruel intentions or anything like that. I know it's all very lighthearted. I'm very aware. But I'll be streaming and I see these comments about people who are just saying, oh, like, did you see what he said? Can you send this to him? Can you say hi to him for me? Just comment on something he's done, or even just ask like, are you still a thing? And I know that these are all incredibly lighthearted, and I know that these aren't meant to have cruel intentions. But I see these comments and I try my best to ignore them. Sometimes I'll look over at chat and I'll start reading it, and then I realize what it's about, and I'm like, no, can't. I'm not reading it. And a lot of the time, you guys might see me like in the middle of a conversation, then suddenly I freeze and I just blank. And that is because I will read that and it will shake me to my core. I see that username and an incredible amount of trauma fills me up. And I've tried my best to ignore it and to not let it get to me and to just keep going, because I didn't want to block the username. I didn't want to block the name at all in the chat, because you can block words and then they won't appear. I was like, no, like, I'm not doing it. But it's at the point now where I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm losing my mind. So from now on, after today, because it's just kept happening, like with when I asked questions on my Instagram Q&A, people asking things like that, just asking questions, people commenting on my advent calendar, people commenting on community posts, people like asking me questions in my DMs and things like that. Like I can't do it. Like I really can't. I need to block it. So I'm gonna block the words from now on, and I please just ask, please don't, because it freaks me out. I get incredibly hurt and I just have a lot of trauma, and it makes me incredibly angry and upset. Okay? Because currently we're not on speaking terms. I don't like him. And I'm not going to tell you what he's done or how he's hurt me. I'm not going to try that. I'm not going to do that. I have tried my best to be respectful, and I have had to keep my mouth shut for an incredibly long time about everything. And I'm not going to do that, but we are not on speaking terms. I don't like him. I can't listen to his voice without freaking out and without being incredibly traumatized. I can't see his username without getting incredibly traumatized. I have had to stop getting recommended things, because if I open my own YouTube channel and I would see that stuff, it shakes me. Like the other day in Arkham Knight, for example, I was trying to play that game and I'm trying to set it up, and I see his username pop up at the bottom of the screen, and I froze. I just freeze. And I'm sick of it. He's done a lot of things that have hurt me and that have made me upset and made me angry, and I'm not going to tell you what they are. If you would like to know, go and ask him. And if he doesn't respond, and if he doesn't tell you, well, there's your answer. And I just can't do it anymore. So I'm going to block the username on both channels. So please don't send anything to my Instagram. If you want to talk about it on Discord, that's fine. I've sort of prepared myself, at least in that area, because it's a place for you guys to discuss things openly. But on my own Instagram and my own channels and my own chat, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. Like, he's affected me, he's affected my channel, and I'm sick of it. Like, I'm completely sick of it. So, yeah, I'm done. Like, he makes me incredibly mad. And, yeah, I can't handle it anymore. I can't. So, yeah, I just ask that please don't mention his name or anything about it, and that is why I have privated my Among Us streams, because I went into my gaming channel earlier and I see his username and I see his face, and it broke me. So I've privated them all. Same with, I've had to remove his name out of stream titles. I was debating literally privating everything before May, but I thought that's too much. So I've privated everything else. I've deleted everything. I've I went through my phone the other day. I finally deleted everything. Because constantly, like, I would just see things, or I would scroll back and just find a photo from a couple of months ago that's completely unrelated, and I would see all this stuff and it would just destroy me. And I cannot stand it anymore. I've cracked. Like, I'm not doing it. Even to the point where I'm answering things in my Q&A video and I'm like, no, like, no. So, yeah, just, I cannot stand it. Then he's not the same person that I knew. I don't like him. Like I said, not on speaking terms, so please avoid that stuff on any of my channels, any of my accounts. Like I said, Discord, if you'd like to still talk about that, that's okay. I'm aware, but it's when I go onto somewhere and I don't expect it and I see it, that's when it shocks me. For example, if I struggle when I have to go onto the LEGO Ambassador Network. When I go onto LAN, I struggle because I will see stuff, and again, it will shock me, it will make me incredibly mad. There was a situation last week where I was completely enraged because of something he'd said and done on there, and I was not happy at all. So, yeah, just please, I'm sorry. But I cannot do it anymore. I can't. So, yeah, like, I'm just hurt. Like I said, if you wanna know, go ask him. Just please stop asking me, because I've done my best to be nice and to only talk about how I feel and my experience, and that's it. I have had to keep my mouth shut, and it eats me alive every single day, and I'm never going to escape it. So yeah, I need all the help that I can get in order to help me feel better and help me do better. And seeing that stuff and seeing that name doesn't help at all. In fact, it makes me feel worse. So again, please. Yeah. So that's why those streams are privated. That is why there is no mention. That is why I have had to go and remove things. That's it. I'm just so over it. Like, there are days, more often than not, where I wish that the last 12 months of my life never happened. And I just want to forget. I really do. Because everywhere I look, there is a constant reminder. So I need to do the most I can in order to, like, get rid of it so that I can do better, because I need to take care of myself. And that is why, again, like there have been streams this month that I stream purposefully just to distract myself from my life and what is going on. Like I said, August was going to be a really hard month for me. There is a lot of dates that just hold too much value, and they've eaten me alive inside. And yeah, I've snapped. Like, I'm sick of it. I can't do it. I thought I could just ignore this stuff. I can't. It's hurting too much. So I'm just gonna go through and unblock everything. Like, I'm at that point now. So thank you all very much for understanding. And I'm sorry if you feel bad. Please don't. I know you had kind intentions. I know there was nothing that you wanted to do that was wrong, or you didn't want to upset me or hurt me. I understand. I know. But this is just something that I need to do in order to take care of myself, because it's not good. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it. Nothing hurts more in life than realizing the person that you care the most about doesn't seem to care any about you at all. And from what you feel and what you can see, apparently never did. There's nothing worse than that. So I'm just gonna go and fill up my drink bottle, and I'm gonna go to the toilet, and when I come back, we will reset and we will refresh. Okay? I'm gonna go take that break now. Thank you so much for understanding. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry to dump all of that on you. It's just it's happened a lot sort of in the background, and I've snapped. So you guys deserve to know, because at the end of the day it affects you too. So thank you very much. I'm gonna go now. Just come back. We're just gonna walk over here. Oh dear, it feels really awkward just to get up and just walk away, but I'll be back. Just mute my mic. Let's ignore the trash bag that's literally on the floor. Oh, why am I need to change my lights real quick. Alright, now we've oh dear, wait, hold on. There we go, that's a bit better. It's so windy today. Oh, I really appreciate you guys a lot. A lot. Polka Dot Man, no, it is a trigger though. I will say that right now. Like, that it is a trigger. She's not wrong. But thank you very much for understanding. See, I don't care. Thank you very much. So I didn't just mention Len. I'm not gonna go back and sort of reference everything that I just said. But I do want to talk about Len for a bit, because like the whole point, right, is that like I'm representing. I mean, it's weird because like on LAN you're called like a, what is it, registered LEGO fan media. So like, because on LAN you're representing your community, but it's weird being someone like me, or like, I mean, Just Too Good Left, who else, Emmasaurus, or the Brickwiz, for example, because we are sort of our community. Like, you guys are a part of my community, but like, yeah, they say things like, oh, who did you pick to represent your community? I'm like, well, I'm making the content here, so like, it's just me, myself, and I, so just me. But I like keeping you guys sort of like in the know with what's going on, because like, you're supposed to share what sort of happens, not like in extreme detail, because like you don't want to just like screenshot things that happened and share it publicly on your sort of like community platform, why don't you just call it ambassadors on there? I think it's because like there's different, I mean technically we are, but I think it's because there's like different groups. So like you're all ambassadors, but there's like lugs, for example, like Lego user groups, and then there's RLFMs, and there's like another third one or something like that. Kate, thank you so much for the $5. I haven't donated in a while because I'm broke. Then save your money, but here you go. I'm gonna head off to bed because I have class in 7 hours. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you so much, Kate. Yeah, you saw your lamp, didn't you? I'm really proud of the lamp. I put you on the shelf. You're next to Kai and Vince at the moment. So there you go. You're actually 5 people working as one person. True. So yeah, so like I want to share with you guys like what happens. Like we've talked about some of like the conversations and things like that, and I've spoken about how, did I tell you like the latest topic? Like there was like a LAN like topic recently that was all like, oh, like introduce yourself, as if you were, because like it's back to school, so like people were like, oh, like introduce yourself, introduce your community, and like what are you most looking forward to. So like everyone was writing like a little blurb. So like you learned a lot about like all of the user groups and all of the sort of just like lugs and people and blogs and all that. I need to infiltrate the LAN. Be fair, we're gonna have to learn how to like hack into a computer or something. You told us this? Okay, yeah. So I like talked about like the charity stream and all that. So yeah, it was really cool. Like you got to like interact with everyone and things like that. I'm in the LAN. Yes, you are, Spoose. Yes, you are. So like that was really fun. So like, and then of course I sent a message the other day being like, or last night actually, being like, hey, can I like sell the gunship and all, or not sell the gunship, but like donate the gunship, which fingers crossed this version works. So I'm really excited. This week's topic on the LAN though was a really interesting one. So this one was basically, the Lego was like, so how do you guys like represent like diversity in your community? Which of course, like they didn't really explain it very, very much in their context, and didn't sort of give you sort of a little like background to what they're actually asking. So I feel like it opened up a massive can of worms on there. So it was basically saying, oh, like how does your community like make sure that they represent diversity when selecting like people and things like that? Because that's sort of what I mean by like, oh yeah, people are talking about like, whatchamacallit, like, how do they select their ambassador, for example? And I was just like, well, this is awkward because, like, I don't have anyone to pick. Like, again, it's just me, myself, and I. Yeah, we get a topic each week, and, like, you don't have to reply to it, but, like, you're supposed to, or, like, they encourage it, I should say, in order to sort of, like, bring everyone together. So it was a really interesting topic because I was like, well, for me, like, it doesn't matter. Like I don't care where you're from. I don't care what your race is. I don't care. I mean, I think one of the topics that people brought up was like sexual orientation. Again, don't care. Don't care how old you are, besides, you know, the good old you have to be 13 in order to use YouTube. And things like that. And like, I don't care what your skill level is. I don't care what you collect. I don't care how long you've collected. I don't care if you have 1 Lego set or if you have 17 Lego sets. We have a corn, an old green man, a freaking lamp, we're good. True. So it's like, I don't care about all that stuff. Like, if you enjoy Lego, or even if you don't enjoy Lego and you just enjoy listening to me ramble, you are welcome. So it's like I've, like, in my response, I was just talking basically about how, like, I feel like I just try and make it welcoming for everyone. Like, I just want our community to be, like, really, really inviting, really welcoming for literally anyone and everyone. And one of the things I was saying as I was like, like, I don't really, like, work to achieve, like, diversity because I feel like we've already got it and it's something that doesn't really matter to me because I just want anyone to feel welcome and anyone to feel comfortable. Because I also feel like if you then specifically go out looking for diversity, it means it's not equal. So like I was mentioning, like how in a contest or something like that, like I don't care about where you're from or your background. Like I want, like in a contest, I want the best person to win. Like your art should speak for yourself. So it's like when I did my contest, I was like, all you need is 1 Lego piece. That way, Anyone can enter, no matter how many sets or how little sets you have. Everyone has an opportunity. So I sort of spoke about that, and then one of the things I wrote as well was like the only diversity I feel like I need to represent on the LAN is people of sort of like different types of collectors, like people who care more about a build, people who care more about minifigures, people who like to display sets, like to place sets, people who can buy every set, and people who can only buy one a year. So like that's sort of where I was like in my response. So I thought I'd let you know. Can we do another contest sometime? I want to do one every single year. It doesn't seem genuine if you go searching for a demographic. Exactly. Like, I definitely think, and this is really interesting about, like, reading the responses, because there's a lot of people being, like there was one community or something who was, like, a specifically, like, female LEGO community, and she was saying how, like, oh, yeah, like, I feel like we'll probably get picked because, like, we are, like, more diverse, and that's probably one of the reasons that we do get these opportunities. And, like, it made me think that I was, like, it is important, like, to have that diversity just to show that like literally anyone can be a part of this, but at the same time you can't just base it on that. Like, for example, if I only got into LAN because I'm Australian and I'm a girl, then yeah, I'd be kind of disappointed, honestly, because it's like I want my content to be something that they like as well. Like, I don't want it to just be because I'm different. I'm not a white man talking about LEGO. Like, I want it to be because of my content too. So it was really interesting reading all of these responses, and even LEGO was like saying, oh yeah, we look at like a bunch of different things, like what generation you're from, where you're from, what your background is, like how much experience you've sort of had, like what your LEGO journey and story was. So really interesting. Really interesting. I'm not Spoos, unfortunately, so I think you will have to subscribe. So, yeah, that was our costume. Yeah, sorry, Samad, I didn't give you sort of the backstory there. But yeah, I thought I would tell you guys about, like, what our question was for this week. I don't know what this week's one's going to be yet. So I'm excited to see what that is. But it was really interesting, especially to read through everyone's responses. And it was a lot of the same thing. Like, people were saying, like, yeah, you can't really, like, specifically target a certain group in order to be diverse. People were saying that, like, diversity should happen. And if it's not happening, maybe there's, like, one of the things I was like is, how many people responded? I'm not too sure. There wasn't too many, like, YouTubers. Like, there was one, it was that person that, like, does all the really cool mocks that I can't pronounce their name ever, that starts with an H. He was the only other sort of, like, content creator that responded. Everyone else was sort of, like, a blog or, like, a user group and all that, which is fair enough, because I feel like the question was sort of directed more towards them. But it was really interesting to see people's responses and all of that, because they were talking about their experience, and people were saying, like, oh, like, we want, like, we're going to pick people who volunteered. Like, the only thing that will really matter is how much time they have. Can they, like, guarantee that they will get the work done? So, for example, someone was talking about how, like, there was, for one topic, there was a girl and a guy that both offered. But the girl, unfortunately, didn't have as much time and might not have been able to get the task done, unlike the guy. So in that case, they're going to pick the dude because he has more time. He's definitely going to hit the deadline and things like that. So it was really interesting to just sort of sit and read through it. I can't remember what his profile picture is, Keita, otherwise I would tell you. Exactly. It's like, in my opinion, and one of the things, I definitely think that's smart. It's like, it's important to represent it. But it's like, that's also like my opinion with like award shows. I'm like, it's important to represent like all these different people, but you shouldn't like this is why I don't necessarily agree with Black Panther being nominated for Best Picture. I'm like, it's a good film, but I don't think it's Best Picture worthy. And I feel like it was there just because it was like, look at us, we're diverse. I'm like, yeah, it's a great film. But like, there are other great films that are diverse that should have been nominated instead. So it's like, you don't want to be nominated just for that. Like, you want your talent and your work and your content all to be the thing that shines. But it's like, you've also got to make you've got to make things welcoming. And then diversity will sort of come in naturally, I feel like. I feel like there's an ability to tailor content-specific sub-communities. Like, if you put closed captions on your videos, you are reaching out to the deaf community who love LEGO. That's one thing I've always wanted to do, is, like, go through closed captions. Polka Dot Man, thank you so much for becoming a member. Also, Ostrich, it said that you've become a member for 2 months, or you had been. You had your member of anniversary during the stream or something like that. Anyway, thank you, Ostrich. Thank you, Polka Dot, so much. No, that's like a really good point. It's like I really wanted to put closed captions on my videos for so long, but I know that like YouTube does it automatically and it's like half wrong. So it like I want to start doing it on shorter videos, especially because I feel like it's gonna be, or even like LAN reviews where everything's sort of pre-done, so it's easier for me to like go and sit through and sort of like actually put captions on them. Yes, comment him. So like he's the only other like content creator that responded for the most part that I saw. So yeah, so it's like here, it's like I want everyone to feel welcome no matter what part of your Lego journey you're in, where you're from or anything like that. Like I know I've failed if someone doesn't feel welcome because of one of those topics. Like if you don't feel welcome because of where you're from or something like that, then I've done my job wrong, because I want you to feel welcome so that anyone's here. And also it's like I feel like we've got a wide range, like just listening to people in the Discord, like we have a lot of people of different things. You have a Lego City sports car, so I feel very welcome. So it's like, but here's the thing, like we've got people who do like different collections. Hey Tommy. So it's like we've got people who only buy like a couple of sets a year, or like care, or like really like want to save their money. We have people who want to like a good play set. We want people who want mechs. We want people who care about minifigures. We've got people who care more about builds. Like we've got people who just like collect in all sorts of different ways, and that's what I really like. That's mostly what I care about. Like have someone put captions on them while your face focuses on the actual video while you... Oh, that's probably a good idea. Or at least like sit and do it. Like I want to do it in the future because like that's something that I really care about. I'm like, what as well, like what if you can't go and like watch the video? What if you can only read the video? Like what if you're in class and you're being a rebel and want to like watch it? See? Big brain. Big brain. It is not Tommy in it. It is Tommy C. Bricks. Did I speak? I know I've told Tommy that I liked his Hogwarts video, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, so that was a LAN conversation. There was also a lot of LAN drama last week that I'm not gonna go into, but I mean, I technically did a bit earlier, but geez, that was wild. Mod, can you do your thing, please? Please. Sorry, Candy, we don't speak of that here. It's too traumatic for me. I'm sorry. I know you had nice intentions, but it's just very triggering. Sorry. Best Lego set to use as a sword. I mean, wouldn't it be the giant buildable Yoda and then you just build the lightsaber part and then use it to hit things? Bad timing? Yeah, I know, right? Bit late. Land Drama sounds like a terrible show. Oh, you know, it just gives me a headache. Like, it's all the same stuff. I'm just like, really? Good to know. Thanks, Holly. Hopefully I'll win the duel. It depends what type of duel you're having, Spoos. We need Lego swords. Matt agreed, sort of Gryffindor. Pen wants Lego swords. I want Lego swords. That's at least 3 people. Come on, guys. I want it to be a giant Lego set of Kane's ship because it's a giant sword. I haven't heard of this. Best Lego shield, and don't say the Heracarrier, I mean the fighting type. I feel like you'd need, Spruce, it would just be one of the big boxes. Like, I feel like you'd need like a giant skinny box. Let's say Sesame Street. There we go. Land Drama, the reality TV show where Lego fans get mad at each other. You know what it is though? It's like, it's a lot of pointing fingers. That's the problem. Like, I've spoken about this before where it was like, what was I saying the other week? Oh, right. So it was like with people, like, when things leaking really that bad, it just happens more often. Like, people air issues that should be dealt with privately. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, it's happened to me 3 times now. And I'm just like, why are you dragging me into this? Leave me alone. Go and ask the LAN staff privately. And I'm just like, y'all. Spruce is a bit early for you, isn't it? Speaking of, I was thinking about like, cause like I want to do a video on like, Marvel DCs. Imagine a buildable Captain America shield. Anyway, side note. So like, I've spoken before about how like people commented on like my username and like one of my streams and things like that, and me like talking about LAN, and now I've had another incident where people are pointing out my content. I'm like, can you like talk about this privately? Fair enough, Spruce. Good night. So like, what was I saying again? Okay, yeah, so like, we'll talk about like the Lego League situation. So like, you know how like whenever there's like high quality images of a set, like Harry Potter or the other Harry Potter, there was the Bad Batch shuttle, for example, that when that leaked, Seinfeld. What other high quality leaks have we had recently? There's been quite a lot. Star Wars, Moff Gideon's cruiser. So like all of these things will leak, and then people on Instagram, of course, are gonna be like, oh, that's LAN. It's like, well, could be a retailer. Like, I'm a bit suspicious that maybe like someone who is in LAN is showing someone, and that person that they showed is then showing someone else, and then it sort of goes down a chain, and that's how it gets out. I'm thinking maybe that's an option. It also could be a retailer, because why would an ambassador shoot themselves in the foot? Like, they're not the ones doing it. It's someone that they probably showed it to that's doing it. That's in my opinion. But anyway, so like Instagram, exactly so much. See, this is the comment right here, right? So I'm not calling you out specifically. Other people say this. Spruce, do you really need that many teddy bears? Really need that many teddy bears? What about T2? Tommy, what? So like, so with LAN, like people, so I'll use Samad as an example here, but it's not just Samad. I'm not calling you out, Samad. Don't think it like that. So like, people on Instagram, aka like Ann Samad, people like that. The T2 camper was leaked. Was it actually? I thought that was the only one that didn't leak. Anyway, did it? Dang. All right. Well, I missed that one. So like all of these things will leak and all of that, and people will be like, oh yeah, it's come from LAN because it's high quality. Like, to like people's knowledge, right? The only people that would probably get those photos are from LAN. So I think it's LAN and retailers and maybe someone else exactly like that. Exactly, BFAB. So it's like, people talked about this in the last time it happened. It was like, well, LAN members do show it to people because sometimes you might not be able to make that like preview content yourself, so you'll have to show it to someone else. Like I talked about, I made a post, for example, like a comment on this thread, and I was like half the time, like people don't really know like that it's embargoed. For example, like when I got Winnie the Pooh. So like it hadn't been revealed yet, and my mom was like taking a photo of it, and I was like, Mom, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm gonna send it as my snap streaks. And I was like, Mom, you can't do that. Like, it's not allowed. So I had to like talk to my mom about how, Mom, you can't leak photos. You can't leak Lego. Sorry. So I like brought up that story. People found it funny because it was funny. It was hilarious. But it's like, people will go and share things like with members in their community, and the problem is how many of those people are trustworthy, because like people will share it, some like they might share it to someone who's doing the work to post on that content channel. People will share it. It's inevitable. Like think about like how Lego leaks in general, like information and stuff like that. Like people go and share things. Like it's nuts. Like I'm not going to act like it doesn't happen. It happens. So it's like, that's how I think it personally gets out, if it could happen from LAN. But it also could happen, and a retailer could send it to someone, and then the same deal happens except it came from a retailer. So it's like every time, exactly, Ali. So I was like, yeah, Mum, don't send it on like your snap streaks. Like, don't get me kicked out. So it's like every time like this happens, it's like there's a question about, okay, well, like how do we figure out which group it is? So like there's been questions about like, how do we watermark images? How do we differentiate them? Maybe we send like the left side of the box to one community and the right side of the box to the other ones, that if a photo leaks, you have some idea of which channel it came from. Was it a retailer or was it a LAN member? And every time that this happens, like I'm suspicious of everyone. I think it could be LAN, but it also could be a retailer. And I think in some cases, like Promo Bricks getting like photos and stuff early, I think that one's, I sort of lean more towards LAN, because I don't know like how many retailer connections they had, but it also could be that. So you never know. Comment, I would love to hear more about that after I finish this rant. Anyway, so like every time it happens, and then people will get on these forums of like people reporting, hey, this Instagram has just leaked so-and-so set. There's one that I'm thinking of, for example, that has something to do with soccer, which I'm not going to talk about, but like that one, oh, this one leaked, and things like that. Like immediately someone was like, oh, this is an early land review copy. And I'm like, how do you know that? So like people were like, oh, but it doesn't have a, like it's got like in this box. And I was like, well, mine wasn't in that box. Like I got Harry Potter, mine doesn't have a not for sale sticker. Like it doesn't necessarily mean that. Like this guy's literally got 2 of them and lives next to a distribution center. And then like someone from Land came in and was like, oh, we actually haven't sent out our review offers yet, so it's not that. And I was like, thank you. So like people get on Land and start pointing fingers. I'm like, y'all chill out. Chill out. They'll do it in terms of like leaks now, in terms of content. I'm like, I know, Tommy, but I've got to appeal to like everyone else. Do you get what I mean? But yeah, it was just, it's wild. I'm just like, y'all. Yeah, see, like there needs to be some sort of differentiation because otherwise people will continue to point fingers. And I'm just like, can y'all chill? And like people are just like, oh yeah, it is coming from Land. And it's like, it's a fact. I'm like, where is the evidence? Like, where is the evidence? Please. Like the closest you get is the Bad Batch shuttle. But even then, that also was sent out to retailers. But the Land pool was significantly smaller. So, oh dear Cosmic, I'm very sorry to hear that. I really hope you get better. Is it like rheumatoid arthritis or something? Do you know what it's called? I'd love to hear more. Is it actually BFAB? Because I know that I went through their like eBay sold listings and they had the Harry Potter brickheads, like tons of them early, and they're the same person who had the map. And I'm like, that's like, if you've got multiple of a sets, that's not coming from Land. But the question is, how did they steal it from the distribution center? It sounds a lot like attention seeking. I mean, they've been called out though by Land staff. They're like the Landers, like the people who work there are like, hey, stop pointing fingers. Like they are calling people out. Like they're like, hey, stop it. I feel a bit lonely. How come, Samad? What's wrong? I mean, I've been having a rough day too. I mean, look at what happened just like, what, half an hour ago? Woo, we're fine now. Gotten that off my chest. We're gonna be peaceful. Do you like most other LEGO content creators? I mean, as the conversation a couple of minutes ago went, I like most of them, but not all of them. Not all of them. What's be happening? We're having conversations about Land and sort of what goes on there. Because you guys deserve to know, like, what happens. I mean, I'm supposed to, like, report stuff for our community and, like, come back and, like, give you slide updates. It's just, like, you can't really say things word for word or, like, name names or anything like that. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Samad. If it helps, just sit back and watch. If that makes you feel better. Will this be another log stream? I mean, we've been going for 2 hours and, like, I'm still ready to go. Admittedly, I should be doing assignments, but not gonna do it today. There's too many people in the Land. If you want something, there's always someone that will hand you off images. Some people who are extremely trusted in the Land have given me images. It surprises me how many people, right, like, will go on about, like, how great, like, and, like, keep secrets and all that and be like, oh, no, like, I'm good, I follow the rules, and then they break the rules. I'm just like, okay. Okay. Like, recently, there have been a lot of breaches of Land rules. I say a lot. There's been, like, a couple that I've seen, and I'm just like, oh, we're getting to this point in the year. It's been 2 hours. I know, it's been 2 hours. Hey, Pan. How are you? Would they ever let a bin chicken into Land that don't... I mean, possibly. I don't think we have any animals in Land yet. Don't think there's any animal representation yet, so there you go. Add more people to the Land so they share each other the photos instead of their non-Land friends. Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, it's here's the problem as well, is like, I don't think LEGO is ever going to put in the effort to sort of stop it. Like, there you go. Did Land get annoyed at you for having these types of streams? I mean, I only did like one, like, proper one once, where I, like, talked about it, and then there was someone who got mad because I'd, like, read out their comment, and I didn't mention their name or anything, and I sort of, like, summarized it, and I quoted, like, 2 sentences or something, and they got really mad. And then I sort of got, like, a slap on the wrist being like, yeah, probably, like, maybe don't talk about it, like, quote their stuff that much. And I was like, okay. But like you're allowed to like talk about it with your community and sort of what goes on. But like it's just mostly like don't share a screenshot, like don't name people's names and like quote exactly what they said. That's sort of like the rules. There was like a brief conversation about it earlier in the year. But like you're allowed to like sort of talk about things because like Len, you're representing your community and you want to you want to keep your community updated. So there we go. I'm very distracted right now. Ooh, Pen, let me know what you're doing. That reminds me, I need to send a message to CM4Sci. I'll do it after this stream. Lan literally sounds like a mess from Justin leaving to this. It's a lot more of a mess than I sort of thought. Like you know how like my favorite part about LAN is like the people that you meet, but at the same time, the worst part of LAN is like realizing like what people are like. And I'm just like, y'all, like it's a known fact that like everyone who's in the LAN sort of like, you all just look at it and you're just like, what's going on? Like, what is this? Like I've had conversations with like a couple of other members in LAN, like they're older than me too, who were just like, yeah, what's going on? And I'm like, yeah, I know. Chicken lives matter. I'd say not much legend, but there's also been a lot. So there you go. It's like if Rapunzel never brushed her hair, too many tangles to untangle. True. Hey, Joel. The Real Housewives of the Land. I should do a video on that, like a joke video. I really wanted to. Is there any chance of fruit joining LAN? Again, I don't think we have any apples represented. So there you go. LAN expectations, LAN reality. Guys, don't be mean. It's a good place, but it's also chaotic sometimes. Like usually I'll go in and check it like every like day or two. Beauty community part 2. What I really wanted to do, right, was like a joking video called like day in the life of like a Lego YouTuber, and then I would just sort of like poke fun at myself and other people. Be like, oh yeah, gotta wake up in the morning. Okay, gotta quickly like check Instagram and see if there's any news, and then I've gotta make a news video, and then I've gotta go and do a review, and then I've gotta go and do an Instagram Q&A series, and then I've gotta go and do a build stream, and then I need to go and check my bank account and make sure that I have all of my YouTube money in order to go and buy more Lego, and just do like a joking video. But like I don't know if that's too much. But I also think it'd be fun. I'm glad, Ben. I'm glad. We hit 6 million. Yes. Do you know how excited I got, right? Like I'm waiting for the Spider-Man trailer and I was like, well, it's not here. Might as well check the COVID cases. And it went down. My goodness. I was so excited. I was so excited. Well, you know what another one I wanted to do was just like what Lego YouTubers would be like if they were in high school, like what group they'd sort of belong in. Except this time I would just do it based off like the people I watch / my friends. Does LAN allow polka dots to join? I think so. They're really expanding into different areas. Lego YouTubers' problems are real problems. It's like one part of it be like, no, I don't have enough VIP points in order to get the discount to order the set I want. Be quite funny. Waiting. Sorry. Be fun. Be fun. But before all of this, I have to get my morning latte. Now for me, before all of this, I have to make a cup of tea. Which, speaking of, my one's gone cold. Dang it. Dang it. I had the best nap and then I wake up like 5 minutes after the trailer drops. That is a good day. That is a very, very good day. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be very funny. Does LAN allow nerds who are overly obsessed with Billy Maximov? I think so. Because I mean, at the end of the day though, it's like LAN, like they want someone who, they want people to be unique. They don't just want like the same old review and news channel, because then you're just gonna have a lot of the same. Like that exists out there. So it's like, I got in off my beauty video. I mean, I definitely don't doubt that the fact that I am a female did help. Admittedly, I will take that. But I'm like, yeah, that concept was just so ridiculous that no one else is ever going to do that. So there you go. There's also another, I've talked about this before, that I really want to do like a ranking video, like a tier list, and it would be what Lego sets have horse girl energy. Like, I really want to make that. I just need to go through all of the sets and figure out which ones actually have horse girl energy. Starting off would be the literal horse stable one from Disney Princess. That has horse girl energy. You know what I mean? Horse girl energy. It's a thing. It's an actual thing. Reviews and news aren't always bad if it's not your main content. Exactly. Like I do news videos. I mean, they're less news now. It's more just, here are my thoughts. And like, of course I do. I'm eating a K-time twist, everyone. Horse girl Lego. Like, horse girl and it. Horse girls. Guys, did you not know a horse girl at school? Like, do underwater reviews. That would be funny, actually. Like, doing an entire, like, review, except you're, like, in the pool snorkeling. I should do that in summertime. I'll get my wetsuit on, and then I'll, like, get my GoPro. And I'll review, like, a boat, and I'll have, like, a snorkel. That would be quite funny. Cause like I bought myself like a long sleeve wetsuit last year and it was like the coolest thing ever. Or, ready? Like, what Lego set can survive me backflipping into the pool? If it breaks, it loses. Anyway, so like, you know what I'm talking about? Like horse girls, like that school, right? And they're just like obsessed with horses. And like, at least when I was a kid, like the Saddle Club was a thing. So like everyone would watch like the Saddle Club and they would just talk about like their horses all the time. And then like some cases, like they'll go like gallop, like nothing against horse girls. If you enjoy horse riding and like that is your life and that is your passion, good for you. I'm glad you're happy. But like, you get how it's like a joke. Like people talk about like horse girl. Like if you like tie your hair up, like, you know how you're like, oh yeah, I'm like a colonial or something. Like, does this give off horse girl energy? Like imagine if I had like brown hair and like bangs. Like that's horse girl energy. Or horse girls were obsessed with Hannah Montana, or I was obsessed with Hannah Montana and I'm not a horse girl. Haha. Or brony memes. I feel like that's another level of horse girl. But like, it has to be braided true. And like, they'll always wear like flannel. Like I can think of, there was one girl at my school who was like, she had horse girl energy, but she wasn't into horses at all. I think she liked animals. Like she did agriculture and would like hang out with the chickens. She had major horse girl energy, but she was also extremely just weird. And I was like, stop. She'd constantly sit on people's laps and I was like, can you not? Anyway. I mean, I was a closeted Lego fan, so I wasn't exactly like normal either, but like, there we go. There was a girl that liked Skylanders figures and acted like a dragon and galloped like a horse. Does that count as one? Yes. Oh yeah, comment. So can you tell us your story about how you managed to get the Marvel figures early? Because I'm really interesting. Do I have a celebrity crush? Tom Holland. But that doesn't mean that I'm not a Spider-Man fan. Just because I like Tom Holland and he's my celebrity crush doesn't mean that I'm only here for his movies. No, I care about the characters. Punk. Do you see how happy I got when Happy Hogan showed up? And Doc Ock? Man. She sounds desperate. Yes. Closeted Lego fan? Literally. It was a secret. Hush, hush. No one needed to know. See you, Jacob. Have a great day. Right now there's a girl who makes videos about horses saying, do you guys know about a Lego girl? It's the multiverse, right? Multiverse. Woohoo. Do you read occasionally? See you, Tommy. Good night. I hope you have a great sleep. It must be very early for you, mate. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. Yeah. I watched like 20 minutes of Cherry and then I had to turn it off because I could not stand it at all. Not at all. It was just weird. It was like so many weird camera angles. It was a bit too close to everyone's faces. I was like, steady on. Anyway. It is to edit, not sleeping for a good 9 hours. Yikes. Well, good luck. I'm excited to see what you do. Very, very excited. It's 3:30 a.m. for me. Well, I'm glad you're here, Polka Dot Man. Glad you're here. The other Tom Holland is actually a Loki. Gasp. I knew a horse girl in the Lego community. She's super weird and I now hate horses. I don't know too much about Yu-Gi-Oh! Blue Hero. I would have to look into it before I say yes, because I don't want you to do that and then me not use it, because I feel like that's a sad waste. Okay. Oh, right. Here's comment story. So it was late one night and only a few weeks ago when Ebo showed me a Marvel CMF early in July. So I bought it and it came a few days later. Was that it? What was the user? Did they have any others, or was it just the one? And if so, did you get all the accessories, or was it just like half of one? Because I guarantee that's stolen. I haven't eaten my muesli bar. I just rustled with the packet. Yes, across the stud. I reacted to it. That's my best video, and I've had to dispute it thanks to Sony. We'll see how that goes. One of my friends could be a horse girl. Look, my girlfriend is a horse girl. Nothing against Zendaya is not a horse girl. Tom Holland. What? Gotcha. Caught you out there. Haha. Yum. Do you have Morphe in Australia? We do, but we don't have like Morphe stores. Like they're sold in like one other store, and then you can order it from their website. So I've got like the Jaclyn Hill palette plus like the Jaclyn Hill brushes. Those are the ones I use. Plus like one or two others. Enjoy Across the Stud. It's great. Can a horse boy exist? Yes. You not seen the Hannah Montana movie? Horse boys exist. They're not as like terrifying. I'm fake that on news. True. Oh no, Ali, that's sad. That is very sad. I know, Brady. I went to one in Vegas. It was a fun time. But I didn't get any. Oh no, I went to the one in Burbank too. But I don't think I got anything. Maybe I did. Well, that sounds fun, Mega. That's alright. It was, but I just checked tonight and they were selling Wonder and Vision like right now for sale. Also, Wonder came with the Power Blast pieces but had the wrong cape. Aha! So it was stolen. But I mean, like now they're coming out early. Also, did everyone like the advent calendar? How cool. I literally, right, like I went on Discord and I was like, I wonder when the advent calendars are going to show up early because like it's bound to happen now. Then check Instagram DM. Oh, what is that? Hey, I found the advent calendar early. I was like, what? What? Wild. Any girl who watches Hallmark movies gives off horse girl energy. Any girl who watches Hallmark movies unironically. There we go. Take another bite. I'm hungry. It is very accurate, Ellie. Oh, Legend, that sucks. I should be getting it shortly. Very, very excited. Mega, I look back at last year's now and I'm like, comparatively, that one is very weak. But it did have, I did like the micro builds, like personally, I quite liked them. And it had like pretty good figures, but like none of the prints were that special. The rest of the builds kind of sucked. The first one was like good, but not great. Like it was too great haul focused and I was like, please stop. Hey, Abhishek, I did say no hate to horse girls. No hate, it's all just for fun. But it's true. Yeah, I wouldn't bother comment, just get it from a regular store at that point. Get it for a regular point. I'm excited for you, Ben. Very, very excited. What skincare and makeup items are your fave? I love me a good moisturizer. I love the simple, like, rich moisturizer. Like, that one's my favorite. And then makeup items. Honestly, if I could only live with one, it would be my Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara. Like, look at this. You can see my eyelashes. Hold on, let me bend them with my fingers again. Boom! Check that out. Comment, are you gonna join Minecraft later this week? Because, like, you missed the first time and I felt bad because, like, you suggested it. So you're gonna join the second time? I really liked it, Asian. Like, I'm literally going through everything I'm looking at. How long did it take you to make the Peter Parker shirt? So I went and found the font and then I went into Illustrator and I just wrote it. And then I had to look up a tutorial in order to warp it. So I then did that and then I wrote 2001 and then I had to order some vinyl. This was supposed to be for a Pizza Planet shirt, but this is better. So I went up to like my little good old Cricut machine. So I like imported the project and I had to get my sister to walk me through it. Literally like plugged it in, machine just does its thing, cuts it out. Like 10 minutes later it's done. And I had to like get this like pointy thing and like peel out all of the gaps, which I actually stuffed up like here, the inside of this. I pulled out the wrong one. We're not telling anyone. It still looks fine. It's fine. Then I went downstairs, got out the iron, and I had to just iron it on, and that took the longest. That took like 10 minutes to do, and I was like, stop. I've worn it so much. It's so comfy because it's like lightweight. It's like one of those basic like bulk buy sweatshirts built like Gilead. It's an extra large as well, so it's like super oversized and super comfy, and I'm just like, nice and warm. Thank you, Asian. A lot of people seem to like it, which is great because I like it. I really like it. I saw it, that one, Ali. So it's like I've seen them like on Etsy and things like that, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy one. Like, no, I'm not paying that. I'm not paying for shipping. So I was like, I'll do one. Will you ever do a study with me stream? If I did, I would not get any studying done. Walkies. Sounds like a whole process, but it paid off. It was a very simple process. It was a process, but it was a simple process. I got you a setting spray that's like really good, I heard. Ooh. Is it the Morphe one? I also really like, I've got the Max Fix Plus one, but I don't use that for setting. And then I used to have the Urban Decay one as well. That one was amazing. I used it at my dance concert, and then I like sweated a lot. Barely anything moved. I got back from a dance competition. I got in the shower and forgot to wash my face in the shower, and I get out, my face was still fine. I was like, what? What? Wild. Not only are you enrolled in Monsters University, but also Parker Uni. True. This is starting to become Into the Tom Holland universe. I like this film. Good plot. Good plot. Did you guys see that Feast was in that trailer? Or at least I think it was Feast. I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't be Feast. Don't mind me. Just gonna continue to eat. Bear with me. I want my Lego to arrive. I'm literally, like, I bought a bunch of stuff because I'm in lockdown and I want stuff to do. Like, I wanted to copy comment and go and build a set outside. Now it's raining and my set hasn't arrived, so I can't do that. Damn it. So painful. Yeah, because I saw the leaks of, like, Feast truck parked outside. Does that mean we're going to get Mr. Negative in the future? Hello. Isn't this like the whole thing, Ben, all the time? I heard about New Zealand in lockdown. Like, you're smart for locking down early, but like New Zealand's gonna take forever to join the rest of the world back, like even worse than us. Which sucks. True, Cosmic. True. I should. Speaking of what to name myself, I was thinking, what about Hollymore? Because it's a play on words then of Pottermore, and I don't feel as bad about playing on words of that as I do for Potter Puppet Pals. I feel bad about that one. But I was like, that one technically works. But also, Vacuum, you had the same problem as us where your vaccination rates went up. That's our issue. I know, right? And across the start, it's amazing. Amazing. BFAB, you gotta keep going, because I will give in one day. One day. Hollymore, Hollywood. Because, like, I would do Hollywood, but then when you search up Hollywood, it's just gonna give you all of those, like, Hollywood, like, press articles that follow around, like, the TikTokers and all that. Oh, alright, fine, super. No, thank you for being honest. Holly can't think of a name. Yeah, that's where we're at. You know what I really want to do as well? I don't know if anyone here has ever seen a single Emma Chamberlain video. Anyone? I'm counting on you, Ali. Because I saw that she was like, I'm going to take a break, and I like stopped watching her stuff for a while. And then I was like, oh, okay, let's watch one of these new videos. Like, I want something to watch. I have, thank you. So like, she literally revolutionized like teen vlogging content years ago. Like, and she was good at it. Like, I really enjoyed it. I couldn't get into her vids, of course, really. So like, years ago, and then like, I started to get kind of annoyed by it, and I was just like, yeah, you're cool. Like, I like you because you just do whatever you want, and like you're not fake. Like, you're really real and honest. So I stayed subscribed to her and all of that. But I stopped watching her videos because it just wasn't for me anymore. And then, the other day, like, I saw she was like, I'm taking a break. And then she came back and, like, she just had, like, these one-word titles. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. Like, I've got nothing to watch. Let's watch this. Oh, BFAB, it's your member anniversary. Thank you. Um, true, BFF, true. So, oh yeah, I love Joanna Sidia, who I don't watch her anymore either. But yeah, so I watched one of like Emma's videos, and it was really cool. Like it was so different to what she had done. So usually she would be like all like really, really like fast cuts and everything like that. And I'm just like, yikes. Lego girl YouTubers are better than guys because they know how to really connect with everyone, and like guys are stale. Brady, it's so true. But I feel bad for saying that. But like, yes. Thank you. Guys that have emotions. True. Guys are overrated. True. No offense to it. No offense to chat, but like, true. Y'all need to put in more effort. You get comfortable. You know what? No, you know what the problem is, right? I'll talk about this in a second after I continue talking about Emma Chamberlain. What are emotions? I have emotions. Some people do. Some people do. Hot topic, Brady. All right, we'll come back to this because, like, this is a topic that I would like to sort of elaborate on a tiny bit more. Cardboard vibes. We will come back to this. That is very, very true, vacuum. That is why people think that guys don't have emotions, is because they just don't show it. And that's so bad because, like, you should show your emotions. You should express them. It's healthy to do that. Anyway, back to my Emma Chamberlain story. You guys, stop distracting me. Okay, so I watched one of her videos. It was like she's used to like really like quick cuts, zooms, sound effects. And I log on and I watch it, and she just slowly walks up onto her drum kit, starts playing her drum kit, walks away. She's like painting a picture. She's like going to the beach, and it's so weird. It was like really calming. And like, it's sort of like, I'm reading through the comments and everyone's like, I love this. Like someone was like, it's what your brain remembers, like as a memory. And it was just really cool. So I highly recommend you guys watching one of the last 4 Emma Chamberlain videos. They're incredibly relaxing, and it's just her living her life. And it was really peaceful. Like there's one where she's like, she cuts her hair and she's just standing there, and there's like no music, no speaking. Like it's just her looking at herself in the mirror, like cutting her hair, and then like looking at the floor, and like, oh, there's hair on the floor. It was wild. Like it's literally how you remember something. And I was really surreal, and I really want to try a video like that, like a vlog or something that's just like really just like chill and relax, because I love sitting down here and having these like chill chatting streams. I'm like, what if I did a chill vlog like that? I'm like, you know what, that'd be really good for the day I go and build in the garden. Like I can go and build in the garden and not do anything and turn it into a video and just do a really casual day in lockdown, because like I feel like that'd be quite fun to like document like my life in lockdown, because it's weird. So there you go. That is true with her. No, I'm not going to cut my hair again. I'm just saying she cut her hair. Okay, now back to the can of worms that Brady has opened. Here's my will building in the garden be a stream. I want to do a stream where I build outside. I'm thinking I'll do that in summertime. And I'll like go into the back garden, like next to the pool, on the AstroTurf, and just sit and build. At least the AstroTurf, I won't lose any mini pieces. So, like, here's sort of my view. It's like, I feel like there are 2 very different sides to the Lego community, and not just like I'm talking about like in terms of content, not just like I'm a mock builder and I'm not a mock builder. It's more like it's like old school and like the newer style. So what I've noticed and what I've seen is that the people who have, like, I've technically been around for a while, but like, you know what I mean? It's like everyone who's sort of been here for a few years, like not necessarily that long, and maybe even some newer people are joining and they're sort of joining in the style, but it tends to be like one corner that all do pretty much the same thing and the same style, and they don't really change. Like it's all the same sort of formula that's done over and over again. Like there's not much that's like different. It's nothing. Like there's no improvement is what I'm trying to say. So it's like you'll take their content from like this year, and then you take it from like a year or 2 ago, And it feels exactly the same. Like no one's really sort of like improving or changing or anything like that. I think, yeah, Brady, I agree. So, like, that's sort of where it is. And I feel like because a lot of the female side is all new, like, it sort of falls into that. Like, I definitely think there are other channels as well that do it. Like, Generic Stud, for example, is doing some amazing stuff out there right now. Amazing. Love it. I watched one of his videos because, like, most of it's Ninjago, so it's, like, not a topic for me, but like his video style is really good and really creative and it's amazing. And it's wild. I was like, this is cool. So it's like, you're saying there's new content creators and then there's Jang. No, I really like Jang. Like Jang is like Jang's again, like doing his own thing. Like his reviews are so different to everyone else's and it's like great. But then you sort of get to this like corner and all of their videos are the same. Like all of them. I'm just like, where is the variety? Like, where is the growth? Like, you want to grow with your channel. And like, I'm not sitting here being like, I'm the best, I'm amazing. Like, no, I'm not. I try and do like different things. Like, sometimes I do fall into that same like good old, like boring, like not really doing much cycle. Like, I've admitted, like I look at my thumbnails and I'm like, girl, what were you doing? That is boring. Look at that. These days, I feel like there's a lot more life and I put in more effort and I keep trying to improve. Like I've been drawing a lot of minifigures and I've been putting in a lot of effort to try and make them better. So I'm like, I feel like people are stuck in this rut where it's like they found a formula that worked and that's it. Like they're just like, okay, well, this works. I'm going to stick with it. They don't try and improve. They don't try and like grow or anything like that. Like it's just same thing or happening over and over again. I'm like, guys, you can do better than that. Like people have the potential, but they just don't run with it. I'm changing my lights. Bear with me. It's a bit ew, now they're too blue. That looks green to me. Hold on. Why am I not happy with any of these options? We'll go back to pinkish. It's a bit too pink for my liking though. There we go. That, no, I don't like that either. Maybe, I know, we'll tone it. Here we go. This is nice. I like this. I like this. Got this. Oh, okay. So like you see what I mean though? It's like you want to be able to grow. Like I know people say like if it's not broke, don't fix it, which in some cases, yeah, fair enough. But then I was watching Black Panther or something and Shuri's like talking about like the new Black Panther suit and he's like, just because it works doesn't mean it couldn't be improved upon. And I was like, yes. It is Canadian and like he's so different to every other content creator covering Lego and it's great. I love to see it. Like, good on you. Like, that's what I like to see is like, I want to see people doing like different things. Like, yes, people will always care about news and reviews, which is like, I like doing reviews. I like talking about news, but it's like, I'm not going to wake myself up and like push myself to be the first person to news all the time. Like I will try and do it close to it if I can. And if I'm just scrolling on Instagram and something's just dropped, yeah, I'm going to quickly run and film it. But I'm not going to like bust a gut in order to get there. Like that's not what my channel's about. Like I want to talk about like me as a Lego collector. Like doing all these fun things and all that. Last time I showed my feelings online, I got ridiculed, and that is the big problem. It's like people like ridicule someone for like showing their emotions. Specifically if you're a man, like think about how many times I have gotten on stream and cried. If I was a man doing that, my goodness, I get so much backlash, and I'm like, that is not fair, because like even then, like I feel terrified doing that, and I feel so horrible and guilty for the times that I do. But at the same time, it's like you need to let your emotions out. Like people need to accept that more. Like, that the reason men don't show emotions is because they feel bad for it. And it's just like I think back to so many times in my life. This is sort of touching on what I talked about ages ago, which we're not talking about. But it's like, I cannot like think of the amount of times that I've just saw no emotion from someone. It's like you pour your heart out and they just stare at you blankly. And I'm just like, Is there anything in there? Hello? Like, Blitzbricks has kind of copied Generic Stud's editing style, but his videos are also great. I don't know about him. The only thing that I will say about Generic Stud is that because he like makes the camera move a lot, it's too much for me. Like, I like the quick cuts, but like when he's like staying still, it like sort of moves and I'm like, it's a bit too much for me. But otherwise it's really good. Lol, I don't think I've been ridiculed for crying yet. Okay, that's good. That's good. Because it's like, men should show their emotions. Like, men, like, it is okay to cry. It is okay to say that you're not okay. It is okay to not be so like, man, like, dude, what's wrong? Just like, be real, be honest. You have people who get ridiculed for real emotions, and you have those people who get attention for fake emotions. Oh, that is true. Welcome back, the real Tom Holland. That's very true, Cosmic. It's like people don't feel comfortable talking to like their friends and like venting to them a lot of the time. And it's so bad. It's like, you shouldn't be called names and you shouldn't be bullied, like Vital said, for expressing your emotions no matter who you are. It's like, it's important to let them get out. Like, you're human. Humans have emotions. Like, don't just sit there with a blank face and lie and act like there's nothing. Like, men have emotions. It's like, oh yeah, happy, that's it. I'm like, there's more than that. Talk about it. So speaking of trying new things, a while ago I made an out of the ordinary video, and it was up this game I play, and it was a reference to Bionicle, so I made a video on it and got 100 views. Nice. I think I read that incredibly wrong, but that's fine. That's true. Don't weaponize people's emotions. That has happened a lot to me. A lot. Like, oh, I'm sorry for caring. Is that such a bad thing to care about another human? Oh my goodness. Apparently it is. Whew. Jeez. But it's also like people just expect everyone to like if you're upset or you're angry about something, like people just expect you to like switch it off like that. It's like, no. Like, especially if there's so many more layers to it, it's like, no, you cannot do that. I don't think it's because of the crying in that case, BFAB. I think it's because it's loud crying. Emotions, is that Spanish? Not quite. Not quite. But like, it's nuts. Like, just let people let it out. Like, you need to let it out. Usually I found that men will only show emotions to people they trust and feel comfortable with, but it's extremely difficult to find people like that. That used to be me for a very long time. You know what the other problem is that people, like the people who will like sit and listen and will care about you and will be like there for you, they get pushed away. And it's like, people, you're surrounding yourself with people who don't actually care about you. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Admittedly, I've done that. I just think back and I'm like, why did I waste my time with people who clearly don't care? Painful. Painful, painful, painful. I hear people get cancelled on Twitter because they have feelings. I mean, I hear more people about like just having like rude opinions. HDT, what did you think about it? Well, I was at one Lego Freaks stream though. What? Lego Freak stream? What is that? What? I'm confused. Yeah, like, it's fine if you don't feel comfortable to do it openly, Kita, but I feel like it's important to always have someone to say them to. Like, you always need someone to turn to. Like, it's fine if you don't feel comfortable doing it openly. Like, I'm just at the point now where I'm like, I can't keep these things in. I need to let it out. And that's the only reason I do it. It's like, I hide so much of it. Like, you know icebergs, right? Like, how, like, what you see on the surface is only, like, 10%, and then the rest of the iceberg, like, all the way down here under the ocean. That's me. Here's the stuff you guys do hear about and see. That's everything else. Painful. It's so true. And I feel so bad. It's like, you should feel like there is a place in order to, like, even if it's just you can go and talk to one person. Like, that makes the world of difference. Like, you don't have to sit here and, like, do that. But, like, if you're upset about something, like, you shouldn't, like, don't have a blank face. Don't just be like, at least show some emotion in your face. Like, you don't have to let it out, but, like, don't just stare at me with, like, no soul behind your eyes. Like, that messes with you, man. Messes with you. It's so true, Jim Bob. So true. It's like, I just think about, like, how often it's like I've said this before. It's like, I'll be, like, editing a video or something, and, like, I'll be, like, smiling and, like, super happy or something like that. And it's like, I feel like it's exaggerated because, like, I'm just, like, on the inside, I'm dying. So, we are the Cybermen. Lemeo. See, Ben, that's good because at least you have someone to go to. That's important. And I'm glad you do. Like, that's enough. Most people see a small amount of my iceberg. Same here. Oh, look, Asian, that's me. That's me. This is so tasty. Yum. Ooh, there we go. Hold on, let me finish these. I like eating the apple side of things first. What flavor K-time? The apple and raspberry. I love them. Everything else, bad. And I hope one day, Bin Chicken, that attitude shifts, because it is not. Like, that's how I've been made to feel as well. Like, because I show my emotions and I say that I'm upset or that I'm hurt, and it makes me feel weak for caring and for showing that. It's just like, it's so bad. Like, I've been made to feel like that, and I'm like, no. Like, I have to try and keep reminding myself. And I constantly apologize as well for, like, when I talk about these things, so I feel guilty for talking about it. It's not good. I feel a lot of people do that, BFAB. Like, a lot of people would rather, like, listen to other people's than deal with their own. Right now, though, I'm like, I have to deal with my own before I can think about another person's. Like, I will still try and help, but I'm like, ah. This is how eating stream. Of course, across the stud. That's okay, pup. I know exactly how you feel. Exactly how you feel. Because guess what? I addressed some of those things today. Woo, go me. Pat on the back. It's like, I was talking to Super a couple of weeks ago. Like, I was going through, like, there was just a lot of pent up anger that I had, and I was like, I need to let this out somehow because I don't want to snap and let it out in a really bad way. Like, no. Like, I need to let this out in a healthy way. Like, I need to go, like, box or something. And I can't remember how I sort of let it out, but I'm pretty sure it was just, like, me, like, going on a walk or, like, exercising or something like that. Or I went and did, like, an activity, or I drew, or I just did something and I sort of let everything out through another avenue, and it made me feel so much better. So that's another thing. Don't dump all that out. Comment, that is me. My goodness. Actually is. For $300, pup, that is good. Where from? Was it Target for the Father's Day sale? I need to get my dad something for Father's Day. Haha. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know Will. Love it. Love it, love it. See, look, all of the Europeans are waking up and are like, ah, trailer. I'm like, I know. Kmart and Gumtree. Ooh, nice. I haven't looked on Gumtree in a while. That's a lie. I have. Who am I kidding? Yes, I have. I'm an Aussie, but okay. Oh, okay. Will, have you been at school? Is that why? Or are you just telling me because you care? Look at me making assumptions. I'm sorry. Do your parents know much about what's going on via your vids? I mean, I've told them, but I kept a lot of it to my chest for a really long time until one day I snapped. And then I sort of let everything out. But I think they definitely understood more from watching it. Like I'm gonna cry talking about this, but like my Are You Okay video, for example, like my parents watched it and it was hard for them. Hold on. Not again. But it definitely taught them a lot more about sort of how I was feeling, because it's such a complicated thing to sort of explain, especially because like there's a whole element where it's like I'm on the internet, but my dad liked it because he's like, okay, good, like I'm glad that you're being honest and all that. Like I told him as well, I was like, it's not going to be up forever. I just need it up right now so that like people can understand, because I don't just want to run and hide and not like be honest or anything like that. So there you go. It's like a virtual diary. It literally is. That's as well why I want to do like an Emma Chamberlain, just like super relaxed sort of vlog video. Because like I want to document my life in lockdown. Like that sounds fun. Like imagine going back and just, ooh, there we go. Oh, hold on. Oh, thanks, Will. Hold on, let me just whack my face a bit to dry off. Maybe you're like Spider-Man and Hannah Montana 2 comment. I mean, sometimes I feel like that too. I'm just like, oh, there's definitely like my internet life and then like my regular life. But like my internet life is like more of my life. And then like I feel like my regular life is like none of my life anymore. It's weird. But it's like I like it like that because I feel like my internet life, I feel like I'm more of myself. Like it's odd. It's very odd. Hello, Maria. I can never pronounce your name. Did I say it right? I'm sorry. Funny you say you wanted to document. Oh, really? That sounds fun. Oh, that sounds fun too, Pop. Oh, I'm gonna do that. I want to do that. Guys, exciting news. I almost hit a saving goal in my savings account. How exciting. Woo. Go me. See, Polka Dot Man, I used to be incredibly insecure about how I looked as well. And like it would terrify me. And I'm pretty sure actually, like thinking back to it, like that is like the first time I've ever experienced anything like depression, because it messed with me so much. And it's so hard to realize and accept the fact that people are more worried about themselves than they are about you. Like it messes with your head. And it's a very, very long road. See, BFAB, that's because you realize that they're people who care about you. And you never want to leave them behind. Thoughts on Toyota Corollas? They're everywhere. Everywhere. Not that great. Actually, Ali, kind of. What video do you have lots of ads in so you watch and repeat? Just put Diagon Alley on a loop, because it's so long that there's so many ads in there. Or even the latest like Harry Potter review, because that one's like 20 minutes too. No, I used to be incredibly insecure. Like I was an overweight kid with acne, like messed with me for years. It's like even now, it's like I'm pretty sure I've got some form of body dysmorphia in some case. Like I will have to measure myself 5 times before ordering clothes online, and I will constantly order myself like 3 different sizes because like it's just messed with me. It's whack. Like I was incredibly insecure throughout high school. Horrible. Like my hair was a mess, my skin was a mess. Messed with me. And it took me a very long time to accept myself. Very long time. I'm glad to hear that, Maria. I hope you're feeling better. Really, Domino, I'm sorry that you have to feel like that. I'm very sorry. Because like that's the worst thing is like when you feel insecure about yourself, like there is nothing worse than that, because like you should be proud of yourself. Like everyone should be proud of themselves and who they are and what they look like. Because we are all human. We are all people. And it's so bad to feel like that you're not good enough for everyone else. It's the worst. It's so true, Ali. That's why as well, like, even though, like I've never really cared too much about, like, if I was to get on camera, for example, with, like, no makeup or anything like that. But recently my acne's been getting so bad, like, yesterday, like, filming that advent calendar video, like, it's bad. And it's like, I felt really insecure filming it, but I was like, at the same time, it's like, I'm human. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Oh, thank you, Maria. It reminds me of a high school friend I sat next to. She called the years before as the dark times. Oh, I think of my entire high school journey as the dark times. Like, I remember, right, like, you know how, like, your school photos look horrible every year, right? It's a given. But I just look back and I'm like, yikes. Like, whew. And then, like, my final, like, my senior year photo, like, I thought that was good. But even then, I look back at that now and I'm like, wow. It's like, I hate looking at photos of myself from years ago. Like, I would never take a photo. I'd hated being in photos unless it was just like here up. That's it. Like, shoulders and up. Like, that's it. It's just wild. Wild, wild, wild. I didn't realize stress acne was a thing. Well, it's like, I've got acne to begin with, but it's like, it's mostly gone these days, except it's come back recently because of all of my stress and just everything like that. And then, like, I'll pick at it and I'll scratch it and then it'll make it even worse. And it's just a continuous cycle and it's the absolute worst. Did you have any good times in high school? I had a lot of good times in high school. Like, as horrible, like, as it was looking back from, like a body image and, like, self-confidence, like, insecurity point of view, like, besides all that, like, the actual time in high school wasn't that bad. It's very true, BFAB. It's like, people get drawn to people with confidence because you're just like, wow, like, good for you. It's like, okay, like, take this for example, right? Like, I started doing, like, a heels class at dance this year, which is basically where you're wearing, like, stiletto heels. They're, like, this big. Do I actually have them? Let me go get them out of my wardrobe so I can show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. Okay, I have my demonstration prop. We're good. Got my demonstration prop. Okay. Oh, I know, super, it's the worst. I mean, I had to go on medication for it as well, so that was bad. Anyway, so back to talking about how great confidence is. So this year I started, like, my heels class at dance. So we wear, mine's a bit dirty, but basically we wear these and we dance in this, which honestly doesn't hurt your foot as much as I thought it did. But, like, I remember I bought these pretty early. Like, everyone, we were still wearing, like flatter shoes, and I got these pretty early, and I was like, you know what, the more time I can spend in this, the better. These are just cheap ones that I got. Anyway, fun times. So, like, we're all doing this class, and it's not that painful. Let me put it on. Hold on. Because I've worn it in my track pants before. But it's like, we'd done this dance class, and it was all very new to us. Like, we'd never done it before. Like, only danced in, like, flat shoes. Like, this was a big upgrade for us. And we were all terrified. Like, we were all really embarrassed. Like, you'd have to do a lot of walking for a lot of it. And we were all incredibly embarrassed to do it and, like, scary. But I was, like, having fun at the same time. Like, I was like, oh, this is pretty fun. So, like, I would just, like, I was like, oh, this is fun. So I'm just gonna, like, feel like I'm gonna try and act confident. So it's like, I would do my walks down the room, and, like, all of my friends would be, like, really insecure and, like, embarrassed and all that. And, like, they'd always be like, all right, like, Holly, you go first in the line. Like, come on, you can do it. Like, you're the best one. And everyone would be like, oh, wow. Like, dang. Like, it was fun. So it's like, literally, like, people thought I was, like, confident just because, like, of the energy that I was putting out there. Like, people thought I was good and, like, doing really well because of how confident I was. Anyway, I've just put it on. Ta-da! Hold on. There we go. Yay! Ta-da! I've only got one on, so I don't know how well I can stand, but Hold, wait. Ta-da! I'm a bit wonky. Anyway. I was thinking about doing a Just Dance stream in these one time. I think that would be pretty fun. Just Dance, I need to find my copy of Just Dance first, but like how fun would that be, right? Because like I've done it for a long time. I've actually got my heels class tonight. I should probably get them out because I haven't done it in ages. These were from Fashion Nova, I think. I couldn't find these anywhere and I just bought like the cheapest pair on sale. Sometimes I've walked in them and like it will bend that way because like you have to get on the floor and get up off the floor, and like I was like, I'm gonna roll an ankle or it's gonna snap off or something. Are you a triple threat? Well, I've done singing lessons. I did drama in high school and I danced, so I guess so. Oh, thanks, Will. I had to put in a dispute for copyright for that one. Fun time. Was your year 12 informal any good? I enjoyed it. Oh, now I want to go and show you guys my formal dress. Should I go get it? Like my prom/formal dress. It was quite fun. Anyway. I wouldn't do like Rasputin. Like I'd do a dance that you don't have to like get down on the floor. If you want to, yeah. Let's go. I think I've got it. If I don't have it, then we'll have a problem. Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. It's not in my wardrobe. I think it's upstairs. If it's upstairs, I'm not gonna go get it. Anyway, it was this like fully, like the whole thing was black sequins. It was brilliant. Like all three of like my school dance dresses were all black, and they all had like high halter necks. And then my year 12 one was completely sequined. And it was a fun time. Like, I did the playlist because my friend was on like the formal committee, and she was saying that this other guy I knew who was like I was friends with had it, and then it sucked. And I was like, ask if you can like get a look at it and I'll redo the entire thing. So we got sent the list and I went through it in business studies and I was like, all right, let's get songs, because he had there was a lot of like new songs and all that. Ali, I'll bring it one day, okay? I will bring it down one day. Actually, I'll see. Do you want me to see if I can find a photo for you? I'll see if I can find a photo. I've got it on somewhere on Google Photos. I'll see if I can find one of just myself. Thanks, Mega. I've heard about those, pup. I've heard about those before. We didn't call it formals in New Zealand, but we did have a year 12 and year 13 ball. I only went in year 13 because none of my friends wanted to go in year 12. I always felt that. Ugh, a burgundy velvet suit. Ew. Ugh. Yikes. Yeah, I just wore black all the time. Like, everyone was like, I'm gonna know what color I'm gonna do. And then I was like, black. Found this nice one from Forever New. It was like $75. Sick. Very good. Honestly, one of my favorites. Then year 11, we went on a boat. And I was like, well, it's gonna be windy. So, like, I'll wear a jumpsuit. And then year 12, I was like, full sequins. It's great. Great. Anyway, so the playlist I made, I just went through and I was like, well, let's get all of like the most popular songs out of like all of the different decades. Like, you don't want anything that's like recent, because by the time the formal rolls around, the song will be old. So I pulled out the most sick playlist, and like our teachers were dancing with us when we went to like Viva La Vida and what was the other one? There was a few others that like put in it and ruined it. Exactly, BFAB. Big thing. All right, wait, I'm looking for a photo, aren't I? Let's go quickly. My formals was such a waste of money. The only good thing about the year 10 one was we had it in the IMAX before it got demolished. Did you actually? So like Bin Chicken, we had our year 10 one at Darling Harbour as well. Not in IMAX though. It was like a bit more like down the path, like halfway between like IMAX and the aquarium. There was like one of the buildings in there. It was like second level or something. It was really cool actually. Like you look over and everything was there. It was fun. Although I didn't actually like sit with anyone on my table. I went over to the other table, but like my friend was like sick or something, so she was like really grumpy. I was like, okay. And then like my best guy friend who I've talked about before, I was like chilling with him, and like my other best friend the entire time was like, yeah. I loved the photo booth. We had a photo booth. It was a good time. Speaking of that IMAX, I can't wait till it's built again. I'm waiting. I hope my documentaries get shown in it. Oh, that'll be a good moment. Not that I'm going to tell you what they're called, but I'm excited. woo. And then our boat was in like Barangaroo, like Darling Harbour. We always went into the city. It was fun. In the trailer with the sandstorm and lightning, do you think that's Sandman maybe? People have been saying that, but like, I don't know. That's alright, pup. That is alright. You know what the problem with Viva La Vida was though? We had to do it as like one of our assignments. And I was like, are you kidding me? Did you dance in the new one? Nope. At our school, it's like, I mean, Jim Bobo, you'll probably get this as well, but it's like no one really like asked with anyone. It's like I would dance with like my friends and stuff. Like year 12, I literally just ate like all the bread and butter and it was like really, really hot. Like in Celsius, it was like 40 degrees that night. So it's like I would go up to the bathroom and I would grab toilet paper and I would like dab my armpits so that I wasn't sweating. I'd walk back downstairs and I would spray my friends like mini deodorant and I'd keep going. I'm like, yep, moving along. Like, stressful. I have, Maria. It was great. Great. I'm not black, Betty. I'm from the UK originally. I'm a fake Australian. Dual citizenship? What? What am I looking at? What year did I graduate again? 2017. Where is it? Oh, there we go. There are photos. All right, let's see if I can find it. Dab. Yeet. Now I feel like one of those like old people that like try and come in. Yeah, year 12 was fun. Like I remember we put on Born to Handjive from Grease because we did Grease as the musical that year, and like our teacher who did the musical was like dancing with us, and it was like best time. And then like the guy who I had a crush on, who played the lead, who was like about to move and was like, he was like popular as well. Like he was joining. I was like, heck yeah, this is fun. Do you call escalators upstairs stairs because you're from the UK? No. Nope. Oh dear, I wish I... No, Ali, I think we had one. But it wasn't really like a circle. It was like, there are a couple people doing it, and I was like, please stop. Is Alberta actually called Canadian Texas? Like, is that actually a thing? Lol. Okay. Oh yeah, we had a Hummer on our way there. That was fun. Oh geez, these photos are horrible. The dress was great. Me wearing it was not. I actually tried it on a couple of months ago. It's too big for me now. My year 10 one actually was the one in my Roses video that I wore in like that bachelorette segment. That was my year 10 one. My year 12 one's too big. Go me. Woo. I say that like it's a bad thing. That's a good thing. Where's a photo of me though that I don't look bad in? Or has another person. Like I just want a photo of me. Okay, this one will do. Kind of. Stop. That will do. Alright, that was my... Hold on, there we go. That was me. In focus. Okay, you can see how it's like shining. You can see that it's sequels. Not that you can really see any part of me in that, but there we go. That was my formal dress. Just black sequins. It was great. Great. My not friends literally openly hate me. They call me names all the time in front of me, and I was listening to one of their FaceTimes in secret a few days ago, and they were saying, oh, I hate me. Wait, they hate you or you hate me? Ben, definitely not your friends. Completely ignore them. Thank you. Dress was great. I did my own makeup too and my own hair. I was really proud of that. I'm just like, girl, you could have done better. Tea. I'd love to recreate it one day, actually. That'd be quite fun. Do it again. Looks cool, actually. Thank you. I was a shining black disco ball. It was fantastic. Fantastic. No, it wouldn't. Actually, burgundy's like a nice color. Dude, I'm gonna have to... I can find a nice dress for my cousin's wedding. This is a good day. Yes. BFAB, I love that video. I was really happy with that. It's like I really want to do a review on the Cedric Diggory book. Like I know it's like super old now, but I really wanted to do like a cheesy video where it's like, hey guys, welcome to book club. And it's like a full skit and everything. What is Kite Man? Kite Man is a character from DC. Charlie Brown is from Snoopy. Please do that. It'll be fun. Will be fun. I've still got it. It's like I don't know what to do with it, but I don't want to get rid of it. So I'm like, okay, we'll just keep it. But like, I liked it because it was like, I loved sequins. So like, it was like intense, but it was also like elegant. And also because it was black, timeless. And like, I hated, like, I was not an updo person. Like, I know so many girls who would like go and get their hair done and everything would be pinned up. Like, majority of my friends had their hair up. No, just, I curled it myself and I was like, yeah, good enough. So there we go. Oh yeah, did census lover enjoy the census? This is a question that I have not heard the answer to. Favorite fruit? Love me some strawberries and bananas. They're so tasty, especially when coated in chocolate. Hello. Now I want chocolate covered strawberries, but I don't have any strawberries or chocolate, I don't think. Me and one of my brackets friends have some issues recently, so we decided to restart our friendship. About a week later, he's talking about me behind my back and telling someone one of my secrets. That's why you don't trust people with your secrets for months. I say that as someone who has their guard incredibly high up right now. So, yokes. Oh, can we just talk about the cost reform right now? Because I feel like you all would have had a very different experience for the most part. Right? Is there like a code, Ellie? Like a low-key like code? Because like I know in Australia, right? Like we would have like short dresses for social, which is like year 10, like you're just about to become a senior, and then in year 12 it's long dresses. Like that was sort of the unwritten code here. But anyway, I feel like you'd have like a very different experience, right? Because like girls, of course, like you'd go and buy a new dress every time, people would go and buy new shoes every time, a new bag, jewelry, get their makeup done, get their hair done. I'm like, slow down. Year 10, I bought like a pair of like black cheap heels. I was like, good enough. I took them off at the formal, and then someone dropped glass and we were told to put them back on. Painful. Ever since then, I brought extra pairs of shoes. I wear them just for the photos and then I took them off. So it's like I bought a new dress every time. But like for the first two, I just bought like cheap ones. I was like, stuff this. First time I got my makeup done. Oh no, first 2 times I got my makeup done and my hair done. But like, oh no, my hair was really easy. It was just a ponytail the first time and then like braided it the second time, and the third time I curled it myself. Third time I did my own makeup myself. I didn't care about new jewelry. I was like, I think my mum bought me like a bracelet, but it was one that I was like gonna reuse. And then like I just wore the same shoes the 3 times in the same photos. And then I brought Converse with me to my year 12 formal, and I brought socks and I brought Converse, and I swapped them out as soon as I got there. I was like, I am taking these shoes off. This is painful. Painful. Not doing it. Not doing it. And then I was like incredibly short compared to everyone else. Like, firstly, I was already short compared to all of my guy friends, and then like all of my other friends, all my girlfriends, they were just wearing heels, and I'm just like incredibly short now. I'm like, what's going on? But didn't care. It was fine. I know at BFAB, it's like I learnt yesterday that someone that I thought was like a friend of mine, definitely not. And I mean, I've been wary about this person for a while, but like, boy, isn't that fun. I'm just like, yeah, I'm done. Like, I don't have time to deal with that anymore. No. See, Ali, mistake made. And people would always buy like new bags. And I'm like, no, I'm going to use the same one. I don't care. It's like I barely spent any. Did you know an after party on formal night? Nope. We went back to one of my friends' houses and just had like a sleepover. And like the next day I was like texting my best guy friend. I was like, oh, what did you guys do afterwards? And he's like, oh, we're just all chilling. And then we just went in the pool. It was fun. That was about it. Nothing too fancy. Yeah, see, you guys get to do this, like, they reuse the same things. I mean, I reused a lot of things. But, like, here's a legit torture device. I mean, those ones that I dance in aren't. All the other ones seem to. I'm like, no. No. Not doing it. Comfortable shoes only. Good, Cosmic. I'm glad you are venting to them. Get it out. That is smart, Bin Chicken. I should have done that. I should have. You know what I did in year 11? I just photo bombed everyone. Like, I was just in the background and, like, posing. Because, like, the photographers focused on the same group of people. I wonder why. My goodness. If Lego can reuse so many things, why can't people? Exactly. It doesn't matter if you're an outfit repeater. Be an outfit repeater. Save the environment. People tend to trust me because I always tell people I have nothing to gain. This is true. I've taken the blame for crap other people have done to protect my friends. Really? Dang. I mean, I've got nothing to lose anymore. That's as well why I just sort of like, I've cracked and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm going to tell you that I've cracked because I literally have nothing to lose anymore. Like, no, I'm going to take care of myself. I don't care. Like, I'm so done with, like, protecting people and like, ugh, it does my head in. Anyway, Lizzie McGuire is an outfit repeater. Good. She cares about the environment. Hey, Iggy. How are you? Did you read Geronimo Stilton as a kid? I was a rainbow magic person. Woohoo. I know, right, BFAB? Takes a lot of strength to keep that. Channel your inner Thor. I should. Pretty good. Nice. I've got nothing to lose and nothing to gain. Exactly. Like, I'm just out here doing what I like, what makes me happy. Like, I could not care less. Cotton farming is killing the Murray-Darling River, so we need to buy less clothes. That is true. Did anyone here who's Australian do Murder Under the Microscope in primary school? I loved that. He very could, Cosmic. Very could. Start an underground, like, organization. Take that. Take that. No one would know. Should be secret. No one would know. What's Murder Under the Microscope? You guys don't? It was like this, like, murder, like, investigative, like, challenge that you'd do in, like, primary school, where they'd give you, like, a situation and you have to, like, work out what's happened. It was, like, about the environment and all that. It was sick. That's all right, Brady. I hope you have a great sleep. I know, Polka Dot Man. In the next stream, we will talk about the betrayal. Just kidding, we're not doing that. Stream about betrayal and sadness and anger and formals. Whoa. I have a whole class about that. How good. It was great. It was great. I saw the advent calendar vid and saw Baby Yoda still rocking the party out. He's still got it. Check this out. Whoop. Hello. I haven't taken it off of him. It looks too cute. It fits perfectly. Oh, Abhishek. I went through a period, right, when I was in like year 7 or year 6. Every 2 weeks I had an ice skating party. It was wild. Wild. My school didn't even get the giraffe event. Really? You guys didn't get Happy Harold? Healthy Harold? Whatever he's called? Ooh, go get a Snack Legend. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. We should talk about the Academy. No one can know. That was supposed to be secret. How long has the stream been going? 3 hours and 18 minutes. I haven't fed him any chicken nuggets yet, unfortunately. He's quite hungry. He needs some food. Can any girls relate to playing mums and dads and never getting any boys to be the dad? So for no reason the dads go off to war or dies? No. My sister and I, we played teachers instead of mums and dads. We weren't a mums and dads group of people. So there we go. We had Healthy Harold in New Zealand. Good. Good, good, good. Love Grogu's hat. Isn't he cute? Could be better, T-Mog. The Spider-Man trailer has been the highlight of my day. Really has. I'm probably going to cry myself to sleep later, full disclosure. It sounds sad, but I'm used to it. So, there's that. Oh, but I do have dance class, so that's fun. Woo! True blue hair, I'll get to everyone. Bang, bang. I definitely had a better time at the Macca's parties than any adult in the more recent years. Wait, Macca's parties were fun. I'm pretty sure like my third one was like a Macca's party. Don't do that. I'm sorry. I try not to. It's happened less though. Like it's happened less, admittedly. Only like once a week now or less, which is good. Good. Oh, I'm glad, Mega. My friends and I are always orphans who are trying to survive. Really? It's a crazy like what games you play as like a kid with like your imagination. Like I love that stuff. Fuck it up. Thrice. What is Thrice? I'm a Katy Perry fan. I went to her Prismatic tour. It was a lot of fun. See ya, Brady. Have a great night. I also went to one of Lady Gaga's concerts and a 5 Seconds of Summer concert and Taylor Swift. And what else? Oh, really, Will? That's amazing. That is amazing. Good, Cosmic. Take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. I say that. I'm a bit of a hypocrite in that regard. But please do. Teenage Dream's amazing. You know what else is a really good song? What's what I'm thinking of? Oh, the one that got away, Part of Me, and I mean, of course, Firework. Firework in the right circumstances is just amazing. Raw, not that great. Love the sets displayed in the background. Thank you. We have some of my favorites in the back there. They're amazing. Part of Me is the best. I know, right? I was always the cousin that everyone hated when people did things like that as a kid. Yikes. How did Healthy Harold scare you? He's not that bad. He's not that bad. Teenage Dream was great. It was also good in Glee. And like the slow version, amazing. Let Her Go is such a great song. Is that a Katy Perry song or is that like the Let Her Go, just let it? That was on. Love Change the Rhythm though. Not a huge fan of that one actually. Sorry. You know what I really did like a part of me really likes Swish Swish and then it gets to the chorus and I'm like, no. Bon Appetit's also like kind of slaps. And what's that one? Oh, I know to look at the entire album now right here. It was any Darren Criss Glee song is like my favorite. Where's Katy Perry's? So off Teenage Dream. Teenage Dream just had so many good ones. E.T. was pretty good. Kanye West version, not so much. But like, don't get me wrong, I do love me some Kanye. Right, where is it? Teenage Dream. No, not that one. What was that album called? Oh yeah, Prismatic. Oh, Prism. Sorry. Got it wrong. Favorite Katy Perry album? Honestly, Prism. Sorry. It was good. I'm glad BFAB. Healthy Harold is like a rite of passage for everyone. Speaking of, I hate the Woolworths Bunnings building blocks. They suck. A Very Potter musical. So true. But then, wait. And then like Darren Criss comes back and does like the third one and like the special events and like now he's really good at singing because of Glee. My goodness. Amazing. Him singing Gotta Get Back to Hogwarts, compare it to the first time, such a difference. All right, Prism. We've got, Unconditionally. I hate saying it like that because she says, unconditional. It's just the way she says it and then saying like the normal word sounds wrong. Unconditionally is a really good one. Love that one. Don't like This Is How We Do. Dark Horse as well was a good one. Anyway. There's some Katy Perry chat over there. No, do Glee, but then stop after season 3. Because the Michael Jackson episode was amazing. The fact that they made Darren Criss, like, because he was going on Broadway, they had to throw a slushie with rocks in it. Amazing. Quality storytelling. Ryan Murphy, jeez. Alright, he's done some stuff. Welcome back, Comet. Exactly, Unconditionally is a really underrated song. This is how we do, like, no. Really imagined? That's happened to, like, I find that too when, like, they put Harry Potter on, like, the TV and, like, not like the DVD, like, you watch, like, the thing back and you're like, oh, okay, I see. Like, that's pretty fun. Gotta put the rubbish in the bin. Just pretend that bin bag's not there. Oh, good, you can't see it. Yes. I didn't Jim Bob, but didn't, who was it? Was it Darren Criss that won it? Or there was someone else that did? I'm pretty sure it was like the guy we don't speak of who used to be married to Melissa Benoist, the Supergirl. That guy. We don't speak his name because of what he did. Wasn't he in there or something? I have to wake up in 5 hours. Oh no, Kita, I'm sorry. What are we talking about now? Music. Music. Michael Jackson episode was my favorite. Like, hands down. Like, the songs are the best. Like, literally, starting with You Wanna Be Starting Something. Bop. The Britney episode as well was pretty good. Like, I liked, Me Against the Music. And there's another one where Britney's wearing the Slave for You costume, but I can't remember. I don't know what song she's singing. I don't think it's Slave for You. That was a good episode too. Liked that one. And then it got worse. Worse and worse and worse. Good night, T-Mog. Thanks very much. I hope you have a great night. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, don't get me started on... Oh, wait, no, I thought you said Disney Genie Blue here, and I was about to go on a rant about Disney Genie and Disney parks. My goodness. That's getting so bad. Pardon me. Oh, yeah, we don't talk about that one. Mr. Shoot. Jeez. That is traumatic. Matthew Morrison is traumatic. I get scared. Scared every time. I got a Poggers playlist when I listen to and in cleaning the pool. Speaking of the pool, I need to clean that tomorrow. Well, there you go. You get to listen to playlist. Huh? Gotcha. Not really. I'm not really excited for Dear Evan Hansen, mainly because I don't know too much about the musical. I really like Waving Through a Window. That's the one song I have heard. Banger. But like, it just, Ben Platt just looks really awkward in it. And I'm just like, can we not? High School Musical, the series, has 3 Evan Hansens in that second season. What? How? Are they just like collecting them or something like that? Like they're Pokemon? I don't understand. The This Week post is lying when it says in no particular order, isn't it? No, actually, because I want to do Minecraft next. Usually I'll put it in the order of things I want to do, but like sometimes I'll just change my mind. So I write that as like a little disclaimer so that I don't get people's hopes up and then crush them. See, aren't I so good? So thoughtful like that. You can see my face changing because of my RAM sticks. My goodness. My goodness. Just shut my window. It's so gloomy today. Oh my goodness. What's everyone's favorite songs? Hey Baby by Pitbull. I haven't really listened to too much new music this year, honestly. Do you have a stable sleep schedule? I do. And I feel like I need to because of the fact that, like, I need to be relatively in time with, like, people in the US. So, like, I can't stay up late at night, otherwise I get thrown off even worse. I'm just like, no. Really? Yes. So that's sort of my plan there. Glad you didn't have to change the dates for the Spider-Man marathon. I know. But like I said, it's like Disney would shoot themselves in the foot if they delay anything. Because they'll just ruin their lawsuit against Scarlett Johansson. And just pathetic. Levitating, that's a good song as well. And like I know he was kind of cancelled, but like the DaBaby version's really good. It's so catchy. Left foot, right foot, levitating. I really want to do another music stream sometime. Don't know when, but we'll do one. Same with Bed Wars. I've got a lot of stuff I want to do. A lot of stuff. I'm getting tired, Polka Dot Man, so we'll probably wrap up shortly. Because I'm yawning now, and that's not a good sign. Pardon me. I don't like that part. Alright, fair enough. I also like the intro, where it's like, do a lip something, make them dance when they come on. If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy, and I can take you for a ride. Clap, clap. No 24-hour stream. I mean, VFab, your camera was hidden during that stream, so... Ooh. I mean, the Lego YouTuber would be me, and the karaoke stream will have to happen when we're out of lockdown. so that not all of my family is home at once, that I don't disturb everyone. When's that gonna happen? I don't know. I'm thinking about doing that legend. It'll probably be in a month from now, because it's like a month and a week or something until it starts. Plus, like, everything changes every month, so I feel like I need to do it closer. The stream will get copyrighted, don't sing. Fair use. I'll submit a claim. I'll submit a claim. I was thinking about doing a custom Rick Astley, but I'm caught up with Marvel ones at the moment. Which, speaking of, my project should be done this weekend, actually. Should be done this weekend. Oh no, now I'm gonna go into panic mode because it's not ready. Hold on, let me check my calendar. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to get drawing. I should stop streaming. I need to be drawing. Panic. I've still got assignments to do. Life is fine. Uh-oh. What is a Marvel set that you would prefer buying? I already have the Endgame Final Battle. I mean, if you can save for it, the Bugle. The Bugle is amazing. If you cannot, the Beneteau is really, really good. But otherwise, I would say for the Spider-Man sets. I love them. Panic. Oh no. Oop. See, how close am I? Actually, let's do an update check, shall we? I want the Sanctum. Can I just say, I cut it out of the video, but I am so glad that I bought that when I did, because I don't even want to think about how much that's going to go up when the movie comes out. Because firstly, it's got the Iron Spider. Secondly, it's the entire Sanctum. It's a lot. I was very, 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 very lucky. Where is my documents folder? Here it is. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, no, I'm on schedule. I'm on schedule, everyone. We're fine. We're good. We're at 7.5. I can do this. I believe in myself. I need the Sanctum. Highly recommend. Do you guys all watch the review on that? I really like doing that. That's surprisingly well considering how old the set is. Maybe, Ben. Maybe. I would love one Domino. I was actually thinking about that the other day. I was like, I really, really want that. Well, I'm pretty sure it's something to do with Tony Stark. I also bought some pieces for the Sanctum so that I could extend it. And they arrived in my bricks and pieces order. So that's fun. But I need more, and I don't know when I'm going to do that. But definitely, like, even if you can't afford the set, literally part out the pieces to buy the front of it and then just buy the window on Bricklink. Like, it's gorgeous. I really, really like it. So much so that I've just shoved it in there even though it doesn't quite fit. It's like if Fury's big week goes wrong. Oh, that sounds fun, actually. I really like that. Spider-Man versus Doc Ock set is super underrated. You should buy it. The Doc Ock mech is one of the best ones. See, I would buy that one, but I'm like, I'm not too big of a fan of like all of the Marvel mechs. Like I bought the Captain America one because I wanted Captain America and the giant shield looked awesome. And I also got the Miles Morales one, which I regret because Miles is in the Bugle. And I bought it just for the figure. But the mech itself was like alright, but not great. But it's like, I really like my original Hulkbuster. And I bought the spoilers, I bought the Ironmonger. So I'm excited for that. I bought the Sanctum at the Hawaii Lego store. That would be fun. I want to buy a Lego set from overseas. I want to do that sometime. If Killmonger teamed up with Tony, that would be sick. I love Killmonger. I kind of want to go and buy the Killmonger figure, but also kind of don't. We'll see. I want to make the Ancient Sanctum that's at the Avengers campus. That would be sick. Comment, just wait till you get the Zombie Hunter Spider-Man and then you'll have the Disney Avengers campus Spider-Man. Now that's sick. Daily Bugle review. I will be doing one. And I'm also, once the bridge battle's built, I'm going to compare the two sets too. That's going to be fun. We got a lot of Marvel content planned because I'm going to, after I finish my project, then I'm going to do a Marvel sets I want to see video. I'm going to do some custom Marvel sets if I can figure out how to do it. Bugle review. Bridge review, Bugle and Bridge comparison, CMF review, Eternals, Spider-Man reviews. I'll do a review on that Guardian set that I teased earlier as well. Am I going to review the Disney Castle? I really want to. And I've said this tons of times, but like I need to freshly dust it again, and I think I'll finally do it. Hogwarts Castle as well I need to do a review on. I've got a lot of videos. I also want to do more Marvel. I want to like do some like Marvel upgrading the figures videos. Same with a few Star Wars ones. Is that a lot of build streams? And then I want to do like I said, Horse Girl energy video. Like I want to mix in some wild ones. Like because little insight into analytics here. This month's been pretty good because it's like I finally did my fixing Harry Potter figures, and like these actresses don't look the same, which are both doing really well. And it's like I love doing videos like that as well, because that's another reason, right? Like if you have a channel or you'd like to start a channel, you cannot rely on reviews and news because those don't continue to grow for the most part. Like for me, Diagon Alley has, which blows my mind. But a lot of the time those reviews, they don't move. Like they'll peak and then they just kind of stop. Where it's like if you do other content that like isn't sort of time critical, like people can continue to watch that. So it's like you look at like the graph of most of my videos and it will look like that. So that's like the day you release it, and then that's sort of the rest of it after it hits that point. Whereas like my fixing the figures video for Harry Potter, both of them, and the these actresses look the same. They look like that. Like they'll peak and then they continue to grow at like a pretty steady pace, which is really good because it's like you want like people to have timeless stuff. You don't want it to all just be super time relevant, because like for me, whenever I go and find a new channel I really enjoy, I like going back and watching their older videos too. But it's like I'm not going to watch a review of a set that's like 5 years old, like at least especially if that review is 5 years old. If it's a recent set or it's a recent review of that set, yeah, I'll do it. Or it's something I'm interested in. Like, that's why I reviewed The Sanctum, because I'm like, people still talk about this set quite a lot. Like, I really enjoyed it. I'm going to make a video on it because I enjoyed the set. I would want to watch something like that because I feel like these days, like looking back with different eyes, like when I do the Hogwarts Castle and the Disney Castle, it's going to be very different to someone reviewing it back in the day. So that's exciting. Oh, that'd be fun, Maria. You should film it. Film it. I love the actresses. The actresses has got the same amount of ones that the actor did in less time. It's incredible. I've been trying to do more evergreen videos. I want to come out and try and think of some more. Because like they're my favorites to make because I feel like they're the most creative and like the most unique as well. And then like from a sort of like entertainment point of view, I feel like it's easier for people to enjoy them or rewatch them even. Oh, same here, Abishay. I was literally debating just being like, y'all, get vaccinated so I can go and see this movie. Like, please. Please, please, please. If not, I'm hoping fully vaccinated people can go and travel to a different state. In that case, I will fly to Queensland to watch this. Please. Please, please, please. I know, it's super. It's best timing ever. Best timing ever. Hey Chancellor, how you going? Your comments always get the most amount of likes. Whenever I go and read my comments in the morning, you've always got like 15, 16 people liking your comments. You speak wise facts. Can I just say? That's very fair, Mega. I mean, I would go to sleep if I was you because I'm getting tired myself. Oh, that'd be cool, comment. I really want to do like some good Marvel stuff. Woo. How did you get so many? Get so many what? What did I get? I need to do more story times. Story times are fun. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's like I have so many Marvel ideas. I'm really excited. I have said this tons of times. This channel is Harry Potter, Marvel, Star Wars / Disney. Woohoo. I still have to wait 6 weeks for my second shot as they haven't opened up to our age group yet. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Exactly, Abhishek. We get them on streams and you guys get to interact. Best Marvel set for me, personally, the Bugle. It's just, I have this entire scene being played out. It's amazing. I love it. I just wish it came with the Mysterio piece. Like the fact that I had to buy it separately. Rip DC. I mean, if DC made sets, then that's a different story. But they aren't. Because their movies are all R-rated. So there we go. Don't get me wrong, I love DC. It's like, I think that, like, there was like Evan Tube's tweet or something where it was like, imagine you're like 12 years old or something, or it was like 2012, what are you searching for? And I'm like, Dynamic Duo Funhouse Escape Review. I loved the original DC sets. And they just stopped making them. Like, I loved all of them. Like, they've done some amazing stuff. And then it's like, after the Lego Batman movie, they just plummeted. It was so depressing. I haven't heard of that game either, Blue Hero. You have heard of so many games that I have just never heard of at all. At all. Exactly, Megan. That's the whole reason I love it. Like, the build as well was, like, pretty fun. Like, yeah, it's repetitive because it's a skyscraper, so there's a lot of repetitive building, and it's all in different sections. But the fact that you get so many figures and can make a scene, and you've got so many references, it makes it so interesting. So interesting. I know, Abshay, they were good. Peak times. Just mention Evan Tube HD. I did. I always remember seeing like Evan Tube's videos when I was younger. I never really watched them, but like it was amazing when I like saw him for the first time in years, and I was just like, oh my goodness, he's grown up. Yikes. Good for him though, honestly. Good for him. Yeah, always want videos to be good, BFAB. Always. I didn't know that there was a Legoland amusement park game. Nope. Yeah, that's a problem with DC. It's like I like the sets. Like, most of the sets they're putting out are still pretty good. Like, the giant Batmobile looks amazing. Same with the Batwing, but I'm just like, I don't want a giant vehicle. Like, the Batwing I like the best because you can hang it up on the wall. But, like, I think the Batman's a better vehicle and has better figures, so I'm like, eh. Like, the mini 60s Batmobile, I love the look of that. That's still out of stock. Also, we finally got the Harry Potter minifigure pack, so I'm going to order that on September 1st. And then the Joker's Trike Chase, I loved that. That was the best DC set in a long time. But otherwise, everything else just feels really weak to me. And I'm just like, But also, yeah, it's true. It's only Batman. Like, where's everyone else? Like, I love the DC minifigure series looking back. Like, I remember when I saw it for the first time and I was like, I don't know half these people. And then I was like, oh, wait, yes, I do. So I went back and got quite a few of them. Like, that was good. Like, I want more stuff like that. Thoughts on the rumored Batman sets? I mean, it depends what the movie's rating is. Like, whether or not they happen. Plus, it's not guaranteed that they're actually Batman movie sets. Is it? Or is it? I mean, it could change to literally anything. It's just a set number. Like, it can change. Don't be fooled, everyone. Me be fab. I'm just like, oh my goodness. It's like, no, you're still a kid. Like, I was thinking, as soon as, like, I saw that Evan Tube tweet, I was like, I wonder what Ryan's Toy Reviews is up to these days. Because, like, surely he's in, like, school now. Welcome to Ryan's Toy Reviews. That felt mean impersonating him. Did anyone remember that PewDiePie video? That's how I found out about Ryan's Toy Reviews. I love that PewDiePie video. It was a fun time. I don't know, Abhishek. I'm just like, this poor kid's grown up. I'm just like, good for you though, man. I'm like, that's amazing. But I'm just like, aw, you're a kid. Like, I feel like a proud, like older sister or something. I'm just like, aw, my little baby brother's grown up or something like that. We'll probably get a Batcycle, Batmobile, and Batcave. I mean, it makes sense if they do end up doing sets on the movies. There will be a Batcave. There will be a Batmobile and probably some other Bat vehicle. Like, it will happen. Oh, I like that, Boo Hero. Get some J-Lo up in here. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people do that. Like, if anyone's name was Ryan, they're like, you're Ryan's Toy Reviews. Same here, Chancellor. Speaking of, I have a Batmobile on its way, but it's stuck in the shipping. I love the US office. I haven't watched the UK one though. I should do that at some point. What? How did you break someone's nose going to get Endgame tickets? What? What's your favorite live action Spider-Man villain? Ooh. I mean, I really loved William Dafoe's Green Goblin, as well as, of course, Doc Ock. I also kind of liked Kurt Connors as the Lizard. Is that bad? Like, Mysterio would have been fine if he didn't link back to Tony Stark. And Vulture as well was yes, that's bad. I'm sorry. I liked Kurt Connors as the Doctor. I didn't like him as the Lizard. Sorry, I always get confused. Willem Dafoe. Like, it's between his Green Goblin, Doc Ock, and honestly, I think the Vulture. Then, like, fourth is, like, the Lizard, and then Mysterio. Mysterio, if he didn't link back to Tony, would have been so much better. Like, you could have done the whole, like, he wants Edith to be able to control everything without him getting personally attacked by Tony Stark. Like, yeah, keep his, like, sidekick as, like, relating to Tony Stark. Sandman was alright, but, like, I feel like he wasn't fleshed out enough. And then, of course, like, Spider-Man 3's Venom was like, yikes. Electro was pretty cool as well. Like, it wasn't amazing, but he was pretty cool. Rhino was disappointing, and then Harry Osborn as the Green Goblin just felt really rushed. Like, I get it because it's like, oh, his best friend just got betrayed, and I quite liked that, like, plot point, but, like, the actual Green Goblin character was not good. Vulture, I think, is the best because, like, you could feel why he's doing it. Like, he's doing it to support his family. Like, he wants his family to have a good life. He wants to, like, keep his money going up. Like, he wants to keep going. Like, he's doing it for them. And them only, because his job got taken over, which I really liked. And the fact that he was Liz's dad just made everything so much better. And that's why I really like the Vulture as a villain. Very, very keen. I just wish we had Harry Osborn in Tom Holland's universe. Like, what if they make Ned sort of related? But another thing about the Tom Holland Spider-Man, John Watts Spider-Man, is that I love that Flash Thompson, like, he's still a bully, but, like, he's a rich kid. Like, he's not, like, your classic, like, jock bully, because that's not a thing anymore. It's like, no, he's a bully because he's rich and, like, he's been spoiled, but also his parents neglect him. So it's like, I wonder if they're going to do something with Flash Thompson. Like, that would be really cool. Ned's better than Harry. Don't get me wrong, I love Ned. But, like, I also love the fact that it's like, oh yeah, you have, like, Harry Osborn and all that, and it's like, Harry ends up becoming the Green Goblin, and it's like that whole story of betrayal. It's like, my heart will break if they do that with Ned. Like, I love Ned. Like, apparently I read some rumor once about, like, Flash Thompson being, like, the Green Goblin or something like that, because, like, his family is rich, so it's like, maybe, like, they're the Osborns, or, like, he's adopted or something. I don't know. What about Ned being Hobgoblin? I've heard briefly about this, but I haven't read into it in a long time. Again, I will cry. I don't blame him, Chancellor. I would have cried. I know, I did cry a lot. I knew it was coming because I'd, like, watched all of the stuff and, like, knew about the comic where she did die and she's wearing the same outfit. And I was like, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Broke me. Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield in Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the best thing out of those two movies. The best thing. Oh, same here, Abishai. Like, I want to know if he treats him differently. Like, is he gonna, like, worship Peter all of a sudden? Or is he gonna be like, dude, you didn't tell me. Like, and, like, suddenly lose respect for Spider-Man. Like, what's gonna happen? And also, what if Flash is one of the only people that, like, trusts Peter? Because right now everyone's like, oh, Mysterio, like, you killed Mysterio. Like, what if Flash Thompson actually believes Peter and is like, no, I believe you didn't do it. Because of how much he admires Spider-Man. How good would that be? Like, Flash Thompson gets a redemption arc. Wow, I would love that. Because, like, the schools, like, they're coming back. Like, all of those characters, like, the classmates, they're all cast. It's happening. It's really happening. Like, show that some people do believe Peter. That's what I saw. It's like all of, like, the t-shirts and stuff where it's like, we believe Mysterio, or like, we believe you, Spider-Man. So it's like sort of everyone's divided. Be very interesting. I love that scene, Maria, because, like, it just showed that, like, Flash Thompson, like, he has a soul. Has a soul. It was great. I'm just like, it also shows that, yeah, he is rich. I mean, we knew that because he had a convertible Audi before, but, like, Oh, he already is amazing, but I mean, in terms of like he's bullying Peter for so long, it's like, oh yeah, like he's a good guy. Oh, I want the Vulture and Spidey to become allies. I'm so excited. Like, there are so many different ways that this can go, and it really feels like it was like fully sought out. Who's Flash Thompson? He's the bully. He's the one who was like, oh yeah, Spider-Man's great, and then Peter comes on and he's like, yes, sup. Oh, yeah, Feast is in the film. There's a photo of a truck, and like you can already tell that he's running through Feast in the trailer, so that's good. That's good. He was the one who was live streaming in Far From Home. Spider-Man's #1 fan. We love him. He's great. Alrighty, everyone. I should get back to working on my project. What is Feast? It's the like homeless shelter organization. It stands for like food, something else. Now, what if episodes are tomorrow? Unfortunately, we're just talking theories. Is he actually? I didn't see him. I need to rewatch it again. I need to like analyze it. But anyway, give us the rundown of your assignment. It's a bunch of JavaScript stuff, and I'm not excited. I will do. I'm going to go make myself some tea, and then I'm going to get drawing. Would you like to see a quick preview? I mean, this isn't much of a preview for anyone who's a member on the main channel. I've already kind of shown it off. But I've made some adjustments, / the fact that half of him is literally an emoji on the Discord. Programming, yes. Everyone likes to see. Especially since the Spider-Man trailer, oopsies, came out today. Oops. Hold on. My charger's stuck. I'm also going to use them in the future for other projects. But I've wanted to do this for a while. Now you can, oops. There we go. Now you can see him. Hooray. Is homemade Spidey-Man. I'm really proud of this. That's what I'm wondering too, Bin Chicken. Anyway, there's custom Spidey. I'm also gonna, like, I've spoken about this before, I really want to do a custom set with this figure. So that's the whole reason I drew the torso. And then I was like, oh, let's do the entire figure. And then I was like, let's do more than that. So I'm really excited. It is the homemade one. So he's got the hood piece and he's got printed web shooters on, dual molded legs. I can't wait. There are 6 more that I've done currently and half of another one. Can't wait to show you. It's gonna be very exciting. And like I'm gonna use these as well in like my what I want to see Marvel videos as well. So like I'm gonna reuse these figures quite a lot. But I'm really excited. Got a lot of rendering and a lot of drawing to do. It should be very, 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 very fun. Anyway, thanks for chatting with me today. Thanks again for everyone who heard my little speech earlier. Thank you all for being so understanding and considerate. I will see you all in Minecraft in a few days. Have a great day. Have a great night. Have a great sleep. See you later, guys. Bye.